And once again, for the 57th time, apologies for it pinging you if it pinged you every time I tried to fix that. Welcome for the hopeful final time to session 12 of Iron Gods using Pathfinder 1st edition. We've had some great conversations about how Wit's son's having sex, how she's been snowboarding.
He's not!
You've not been
the cloaca challenge.
He threatened to eat an ass on Fortnite. It's totally normal.
I mean, yeah, right? I mean, come on, that's the kind of stuff that leads to rimming.
And we all know what that leads to, kids. Girl Scout cookies. No.
That is exactly right. So I don't know what that means. That's clearly an American thing.
It goes round and round the rim, but won't go in.
I'm going to drink away sadness and the teenage years now.
Drink away the sadness. Okay, we may be stable. Well,
the stream may be stable.
Let me correct that. The stream may be stable. We are
the players, however, are
we
not.
are actually right now looking okay. I will keep a very close eye to the stream. I will also log onto it on my phone so I can keep an eye on it on the side, so to speak. Stream on the side. Let me just do that because our advanced technical team here at RPG MP3 is on vacation for Martin Luther King Day. What are you eating?
Pho.
Oh, is that pho? Oh, that's right. That's the food poisoning pho, right?
With the dog meat.
Yes, dog meat.
I do like dog pho.
Bottoms up.
Apparently, the special of the day is named Snowball, according to this metal tag I found.
That's a whole different technique.
Bow wow kung pao.
That's entirely different to rimming.
Yeah.
I don't think he could accidentally say that to someone unless he was being particularly crude and lurid.
You know what's really difficult about Vietnamese coffee?
What?
It's really hard to not drink like all of it all at once.
Really?
All your nipple tea?
Oh my! I'd just like to throw out a first world problem. So, wait, the grab and go back at work has now got, you wait for this, a cold brew machine with a nitro dispenser.
Hold on, the thing at work?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Where we used to get our
lobby.
chicken strips in a styrofoam box kind of thing.
Yeah, now they have an actual chameleon a chameleon cold brew coffee machine with a nitro dispenser. And I was like, that's really great. So they had it yesterday. It was like, it's available. You can do it. And I'm like, okay. So I pulled the nitro dispenser and it disturbingly gave me no head. As with so many things in life.
That's because the grandma in back was there with the bike. The grandma in back was with the bike pump going.
You need a special attachment.
It's someone with a straw set in the box just blowing.
Oh, let's hope it's blowing with the mouth.
That's the new detention policy.
I'm just gonna say my big complaint is there was no blowing.
Oh my god.
There was no blowing, and I ended up with no head.
So no blowing and no head. I feel
are
bad.
you happy?
I'm sorry. Then I had to pay for it, which made me sad.
So you're paying for blowing and head. Okay, I got. That's what I wrote down.
No, I'm paying for no blowing. And no
That's what
head.
he said.
Even
That's what he said.
worse. Bill,
Even
be
worse.
serious.
That's worse.
Terrible.
That's I feel bad
It's
now.
like
I feel like
worst
you've had a
thing in the
bad week.
world. It's just like awful.
So, listeners, let's all send Hal on Discord a little bit of some sad faces to try to cheer him up.
Right? Or they could send me some blowing and
Head.
head if they want.
Or they could sign
And
up as a
I-
Patreon on rpgmp3.com. We've fixed the iTunes
They
feed. I don't know if that was on our recording
they-
earlier or not.
Patreon. That's what. Oh, there we go. There's yet another launch. We must be sending out like spam, fucking crazy here. Like everybody. Literally anyone who subscribed to the Twitch stream is literally getting an alert every time we drop offline and come back again. So I'm terribly sorry for that. We're stable again.
He's not. Here, Hal, you
I'm
have to
not.
eat this
I'm not.
jalapeno or no one will believe you.
What am I doing with the jalapeno?
You're gonna eat it.
Jalapeno.
Sure,
I've
you
had
go
Or no
for
one
it.
will
chewing
believe you.
gum.
I
Are
mean,
we
I have
back
some
to
in the
butt
fridge.
stuff?
I've done ghost peppers.
Yeah. Do you stick jalapenos up your butt? I did wonder. I mean, I've seen some pictures where you've had funny expressions. It's either that or the lutefisk.
Oh, yeah.
Lutefisk is not. Yeah, that's a whole different world there. That's like
No.
Yes,
Fear
but I mean,
factor
it
shit
does
there.
make me make a funny expression. Generally, it's the expression I make prior to vomiting it out. Lutefisk, a dangerous and terrible thing akin to wallpaper paste.
no, wallpaper paste is smoother. Not that I would know that, but
That's just slander.
You like
come on, the
lutefisk?
lye spices it up a little bit. Wallpaper paste has none of that.
That is true. Okay, wallpaper paste with lye.
There you go.
Well,
There you go.
Hopefully,
Just put a
if
little hot sauce on it, it'll be fine.
if you've made it well, the lie's mostly neutralized. So
Right? It's mostly neutral, like a good bagel.
exactly.
State
Right.
Farm is
Yeah.
there.
Really? Because I don't know, the cream cheese on a bagel doesn't turn it into organic protoplasm like the lye does to the fish. Makes it into a jelly. Like imagine fish
I
turned into
thought
jelly.
traditional bagels were coated in lye. Am I wrong with that?
We did
Bagels.
discuss about how Evan got
Right,
really
so-
worried because I looked up how to get rid of a dead body on the internet.
Okay, now you're on a
Wow.
watch list.
He goes, "You're on
Yeah.
a watch list now," and I was like, "No, it's just I don't understand why in all of the war movies and stuff like that, why don't they just burn them? Because I didn't understand. I didn't realize how hot you needed to have it just to like be
Oh
able
yeah.
to cremate a body." I was like, "Whoa." It's like, this is science, man.
Well, all you have to do is make yourself a small website as a small-time author, and then any Google search is covered. I was
Gotcha.
just researching a book.
Just researching a book.
It's research. So I was buying. I was researching online today. I was buying. Guessing that's Mr. Isaac that just commented on the Twitch stream.
Oh shit, my
Goodness.
kid's on.
That's hilarious.
Isaac,
That's
are you
pretty
supposed to be
cute.
like playing Fortnite right now?
Sorry, listeners. Whit is taken.
Woo! Hello, Isaac. Nice to see you again. That's nice. Apparently, he can hear you through his television and also in the house.
Yes, I bet he can.
It has to be said, which has good projection. I'm surprised, honestly, we can't just hear her from Colorado.
I mean, we could try it.
I'm sure you could manage it.
Speak from the diaphragm.
So, apparently, so I am right. Lye is something they used to do to bagels.
Huh. I know a
There's a Reddit
couple.
that
I know a
says-
couple of delis in New York where they would bat you to death if you even suggested such a thing.
Lye is dangerous. Danger is delicious. Bagels boiled in lye solution.
Wow, mind blown. I didn't think that ever
So
happened.
I think you make the bagel, boil the bagel, and then finish the bagel. Obviously, hopefully after. Ash-based lye, apparently, is the traditional way of doing it.
Well,
Oh.
it's the traditional for lutefisk too, because you use the soda ash from your hearth when you reconstitute it.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Ash-based lye, that makes sense.
That's true. Yeah. My grandmother was one of the premier caterers for like the entire Scandinavian population in Southeast Michigan and a lot of the Midwest, and just made it all the time years and years and years ago. She was like a huge caterer in the area. It was just fish balls and lutefisk, and my dad has nightmares. My dad is 6'6", 400-pound Viking, and he would like suck his thumb and curl up and have PTSD of thinking of that kind of shit when he ate.
Aw.
I mean, seriously, fuck lutefisk. It's a disgusting idea. There's so many disgusting ideas in the world. I think that's just establish a bureau of things that should just be removed from humanity.
Like the beer, like
And
almost like the
lutefisk-
Minister of Silly
lutefisk
Walks,
is
right?
At least top 50.
It doesn't. What purpose does it fucking serve?
Spam,
I mean,
sausage,
that-
and spam.
Balut. That's something else that should be gone.
Aw.
That's just a horrible idea.
Oh, what about your homeland, man? What about
What?
haggis?
Well,
That
that's
should definitely
That shit's got to go too.
I- But above that, canned haggis.
Oh, Lord above.
Well, that's why I want to make the lutefisk and haggis pizza with kimchi and balut toppings.
Jesus.
Quite like kimchi.
Yeah, it's just an
I
ethnic
don't know,
atrocity dish.
I feel like I liked kimchi one time, and then it hurt my tummy, and I was like, I don't like kimchi.
What? With kimchi?
Is this what happened? Is this because I'm getting old, guys?
Do you not like kimchi?
It hurts
Really?
my tummy.
It's because you don't eat enough ass.
Yeah, that's true. It's because you need to eat more ass, apparently. Oh, and if you were watching any of our previous terrible streams before we managed to stabilize, that would be fully explained. But until now, apparently, Whitney's small child likes eating.
Apparently it's a Patreon tier to have that.
Hi, Isaac.
Hey, Whit, can you see the chat on Twitch? Because you're being asked questions.
Yes.
Me? No. Hold on a second.
Holly water or holy water? He's like a
I mean, ultimately, I'm not saying
spelling
that.
genius.
I'm not saying you should be keeping an eye on your child watching it.
But I know that's my child because he's asking. Did he ask? Is he making the holy water joke?
Oh, he's asking you to tell us the holy water joke.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I think by calling it the holy water joke, we've probably spoiled the punchline.
Now, how
Okay.
do you make holy water?
Holy water punch.
How do you make holy water?
I'm glad you asked, Hal. You boil the hell out of it.
Oh, that's a clever joke.
Now what's
I
really
think,
bad
so
is
he says.
that's like the quintessential dad joke, and you're by definition not a dad.
Oh my goodness.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's not some like small version of Isaac wandering around? Because that was a very fatherly joke.
Well, apparently he's already married by Colorado colonial law about.
Oh, that's right. Isaac's already married by colonial law in
Yep.
Colorado.
Following Discover.
So congratulations, Whit, being a
What do you call a bunch of chubby babies?
Do I want to know the answer to this?
Heavy infantry.
Yes, when Thing and I grew up in the era of dead baby jokes were a thing.
One of the bottom's alive and eating his way out.
Like what is wet, red and white, red and white, red and white, red and white? Baby caught in a snowblower. I mean, that's what those were. All those jokes were horrible like that.
Like back in the day.
Bastard didn't know any better. Oh.
That's funny.
Oh.
I didn't say they were good jokes or PC jokes, but they were jokes that were a thing back in what was it? Thing like late 70s or something. Those were hot.
Yeah, sure.
80s. Don't patronize me.
Like...
You're on the earth as long as I am.
Oh, I'm younger than you think I am, I think.
No, you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Thing. You're just
you're
wet behind the ears, man.
I am ancient. It's true.
Yeah.
Thing's been here forever.
You were in diapers when I was in college.
Oldest time.
I was there when the old magic was breathed into existence.
I was in diapers when you were in college.
That's what I was.
Well, yeah, but what you chose to wear when you were in junior high is your own business.
Right.
Right. That's true.
That's why Hal's camera only goes from the chest up, so we can't see the Madonna leg warmers.
No, that would just make it even more fabulous.
Don't forget my fucking roller skates.
That's right, the roller skates. Hal doesn't even. Gordon doesn't. Thing doesn't even wear pants, so that's just like totally NC-17 right there.
You wear pants?
That's what he keeps saying. I don't know. He's all like Sasquatch or whatever.
Bill, no one else is wearing pants.
Oh gosh, is that like a requirement? I didn't know that. Oh, okay, I better.
No pants. No, I'm just kidding. I'm wearing pants.
Sure.
Wait, are we talking U.S. pants or English pants?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the difference?
Regimental time.
Oh, we have trousers and pants.
And dungarees.
What is the difference?
That's trousers are what you wear on the outside. Pants are what you wear on the underside. The pants is the shortening of underpants. Therefore, pants.
So thermals?
No.
Underwear.
Underwear.
You're
Pants is
talking-
underwear.
You're talking to them where they live in a climate colder than yours, and they wear kilts. So the thermal
true.
underwear, that's for like wimps. I'm Norwegian. It's like I never wear anything thicker than a windbreaker here in Michigan. We're having 8 inches of snow tonight, and I'm like, oh, time to. I might have to close the windows when I sleep tonight.
The only place
I
I
want
can see
8
snow,
inches
I
of
mean, like, I see it
snow.
falling in the mountains all the time, but like, obviously, there's a difference of a lot of elevation between here and there where they're getting snow. And so I see it out there, but it hasn't snowed here since the week of Christmas.
I
Really?
thought your
Yeah.
storm was kind of feeding us. It was what they were telling us, is that it was
I mean,
swapping
it's
the
like
nation
super
from
cloudy outside and stuff, or it was earlier, but it's not supposed to storm or anything. Sorry,
Probably
we're
rolling
not
off
able to.
West
Welcome to the
Mountains.
chat room. Okay, so I guess I can't see parts of the chat, maybe.
Can you see in the chat?
Let me see. I'm gonna try.
All of Isaac's friends are here. Check out my mom and her crazy friends.
Oh, all of Isaac's friends are watching this so they can check out his mom.
All 3 of them. That's why I'm watching this.
Check out my mom and her crazy friends. Hal, I haven't been able to find this on Google. What does MILF mean? I don't know what that is. Is that an acronym?
Oh, God.
Isaac's Googling now, and you don't want him to do that.
Right.
Hello.
Whatever you do not Google the phrase.
Oh,
Hello.
Don't do it. All right, so
I don't see anything
So
before
but
that.
we're in a death chamber surrounded by
Yes.
piles of bones, a la Terminator style, aren't we? So
Well,
someone's organized these into pretty little piles, kind of like Rosie the robot in the Jetsons or some wacky.
And let loose those 4 Thralacines we killed.
Right. Hi there, Mr.
Scenes.
Jetson. I've got the bodies piled up like you wanted.
Well,
So, in the last session, you dealt with Sanville, who you discovered was a member of the Technical League. You decided to ally yourselves with him because he's a swell guy and also significantly better in a fight than any of you. You dragged him down here against his better judgment, and he's now helping you finish this.
Oh, I thought he was eager to accompany us. Actually, we had him accompany us because we thought he's kind of while he sort of half stabbed us in the back, he kind of did us a solid and met us halfway. So we kind of are thinking he's exposed himself. We got some dirt on him to expose him as he sort of betrayed the Technical League a little bit. So we sort of have the goods on him, and I think he's kind of a half.
I agree with you. I was joking.
Oh, okay.
So,
because I'm literally trying to like retcon my own brain. Like, did that what happened? I was like,
no, that's not what happened.
Well,
so basically, he agreed to come with you, and he's renouncing the Technical League to some distant degree, and he will help you in the future. He came down with you, and with the part that you got from Kania Bain to fix the elevator, you are now on the engineering deck. You arrived at the engineering deck. The door opened. You were attacked by 4 thylacines, which you murdered, and it is now the beginning of the new game.
Self-defense.
Would you like a description of the room you're in?
yes.
My
I
God,
believe I heard noises from up north ways, if I remember right.
Hold on a second. Let me get a little more. Let me get a little more nice whiskey down my neck.
That's always good. Drunk DMs are usually in our favor.
Hang on. A cooling Topo Chico.
And for those people who have just joined us, we have on the Discord channel a new macro to identify what we've been drinking. So.
Oh yeah, true. Pop over to the Discord and check out what we're drinking.
Dogfish Head Midas Touch, a recipe of the oldest known human.
It is actually deliciously tasty and also quite strong.
Yeah, I think it's only 9 or something, right?
That's still pretty normal.
The Le Fin du Monde is, I think, 9 as well. Le Fin du Monde is 9, yeah. And yeah, it's 9. Dogfish Midas Touch is 9 as well.
If it's over 5, it's good, Bill.
Sorry, I get all like anal about the details of it.
Penguin or anything. Sink the Bismarck. That's none of those things.
Das Boot.
I do have some Dogfish Head 120s upstairs.
Those are nice.
Nice. What are you drinking with? That looks like wine.
They've had to adjust their recipe a lot because they don't have the. They never got the ABV right. It was all over the board. Sometimes it was low. Sometimes it was wicked high. Sometimes it was funky.
Yeah, I've got several that are labeled at 20s. Now the latest batches keep coming in at about 15.
Oh wow, it's even higher than I thought. Thought they were trying to stick around 12.
No, I actually went to a beer dinner that featured Dogfish Head, and for the 5 courses, 3 of the beers was Dogfish 120, the Raison Dextra, which is a 18 to 20% version of the Raison Detra, and
nice.
one of their other ales that was in the 18 to 20% range, and I got refills, which was quite lovely, but that was the
did you have,
tipsiest
did you have
I got.
to drive home by sense of smell?
I drove home. It was only down at Tinsley, so it was,
Just assume everyone on your island's drunk all the time.
Well, he just has to watch out for moose. That's all.
Yeah, well,
It's not like they've got a policeman, and if they do, he's probably got a bicycle.
Right. I just teleport.
It is a very
I go,
quaint.
so that's easy.
Thing does live in a very quaint place.
yes,
But
right next to Little Norway.
But a very uphill place, as I recall. We should all go visit Thing, and then we should all go visit Bill, and then we should all go visit Wit, and then everyone can come to Houston and say, Houston's far too hot, let's never come here again.
Oh my God.
I've got if people do visit, I have kind of an itinerary already sort of planned out. And actually, not to freak Thing out, thinking I'm stalking him or whatever, the family's actually thinking about doing a spring break jaunt over in the Seattle area. Not sure where exactly, but probably more about downtown area specifically. So I'll send you my info.
Downtown
Cool.
every day.
Well, now I actually drive through downtown because I have to drive south 18 minutes to Renton. I used to work.
Okay.
I used to work downtown, just walking distance off the ferry dock, but that's where I go across from every day now too.
There's a question in chat about how many rare items you have.
Rare steak.
All the rare items, specifically rare steak, in my pho. How's that going?
Pho.
Pretty good.
24/7.
That's good.
She likes her meat.
There's nothing like rare hamster.
So you're going to read us a description?
I was. Are we sitting comfortably?
The night is sultry.
I shall begin. Once upon a time, you were in a cloying animalistic stink fills the air of this hemispherical room. To the north and south, curved ramps lead up to hallways leading out of the room, while several doors sit in the eastern wall. Flickering lights flash and strobe on the ceiling, and the grey metal walls are scorched, dented, and partially broken in places, exposing colourful wires on metallic struts within. 4 mounds of rubble, cloth, and bones lie scattered about the room.
Wow. Okay, so the flickering and the damage, does it look like a battle or a skirmish happened, or does it look like all sort of the same damage, like the walls have kind of like caved in from a crash or something?
Or explosion, or
yeah.
Make me a engineering check, I guess. I miss you too, Isaac. I need you to take my desk puzzles apart, so I have to spend hours putting them back together.
I love my boy.
Not bad, but not my wheelhouse, so 8 for me, but
That's
30 for
30.
Alexander.
30!
Faux shizzle!
Alexander, most of this damage, the majority of this damage happened a very long time ago. It looks like some of it may have happened recently with people like poking around, but none of it is intentional or recent. It seems like the whole thing was damaged and somebody kind of poked about. Isaac loves you too.
The important thing I'm curious about is this flickering in the lights. Does it seem like it's what we've seen before, like lack of power or intermittent damage, like sparking, and it's kind of chaotic, or is it like flash, like an alarm kind of thing? Like
With a 30 on things engineering, it's a power issue. He thinks it's intermittent. It's flashing. The lights themselves are potentially damaged. It's not an alarm of any kind.
Sure. Now, Alexander, we did something recently in the last session. I might need a little bit of a refresher, but didn't we turned off the power, the remote power plant
The
Well,
relay,
so
from the
power-
warehouse, right?
A power transmitter. So I think it was taking power from here and sending it elsewhere.
Okay, because
it's a
my
power
question
relay.
with that would be some of this shit be off, or it's still powering and everything's fine. So
'Cause
you're
I
thinking
think-
the direction is from here, and this is just like a wireless transmitter to somewhere else, as opposed to it being the main junta power to power this place.
Yeah, I think they were using it to siphon power from here elsewhere. So they shunted power that used to make the torch flame up, and we're sending it elsewhere. Now it's going nowhere. So maybe we have a little time pressure before things explode, or maybe it's just in a holding pattern. And
Yeah, look at that box. Look at that power plant thing to see if there's numbers that are decreasing. Just for shits and grins,
I'm assuming
the red
that's stored
wire!
somewhere in town.
full power level.
yeah,
Okay.
We're waiting for a massive explosion. Is what we're
So
waiting for.
I thought that I had investigated down this corridor down here and found it was just basically caved in rubble. But I don't know if I did the
don't-
north one.
I don't see this. Oh, you mean the one at the south
Yeah.
side?
Yeah, I went to the south one. I thought I did the north one as well, but I don't recall because it was late. So I will let you.
You check. The south one is caved in.
Okay. Do we want to go to any of these doors? Can we tell just by looking at them from as we walk through the room? If there's any
I'm
kind
happy
of
to say Nightbot is working properly tonight.
what's that?
Nightbot is working properly this evening.
Hmm.
It's doing his job.
if they
Okay.
had Enderfan labels, or
Yeah, I mean, if there was a color designation for like what level of card we would need to get in through, or I guess I'm
Where
looking
are
to
you
the
looking?
group. Like, where do you think we should go, folks? Do we check out where this area here leads? It might lead us to where the other team went.
Where are you looking, Bill? Which door are you looking at?
I was
I'm
thinking
pinging
last.
the north passage.
Yeah, I was thinking last time
Well,
that we heard noises from up north rooms, but I'm not up past
I'm
the north
missing your
door.
pings. I'm sorry. Are you talking about the passage that goes to the northwest, or are you talking about the doorway?
The northwest passage, but I am not just going there. I'm asking the group because I want to keep our hushed tones because of the hard metal walls. I mean, this is my wheelhouse, trying to be quiet. I don't want to talk too loud and have it echo, and everyone knows where the hell we are, because it's been quiet until we just had a fight with those Tricenes, right? So
Right.
I don't want all of a sudden all these doors to open and more of those goddamn medical droids pop up. I have needles for fingers. Let me touch you. Oh,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
isn't
I've had
there
enough of that.
And then everything starts to go numb.
isn't there like a loud hum and stuff, background noise or something like that?
There is a loud noise in the background. Yes, everybody's perception checks are increased by 5. But basically, you're applying a -5 to all
Oof,
perception checks.
wow. Okay, well then that means that's good for me because then I can sneak.
Oh,
And-
that rely on sound.
Right. So I mean, yeah, I mean I could sneak easily as far as my footfalls. Yeah.
Well, do you want to try that north passage and then try the door opposite next? Work our way around the clock face.
Sure.
Okay.
So
You following the north passage around?
yes, I'm going to. Now it's flickering lights, but I'm still gonna try to kind of like use the corners, look around. I'm just gonna be like, paranoid, right? So I'm assuming the group is following me, but I'm moving my token so that it helps you as GM to know what I can see or can't see. I have pretty good dark vision.
Walk out of the passage, and you take some time passing. How long are you walking down it? It's quite long.
I guess I'm gonna keep an eye out to make sure that the rest of the group is behind me, but I'm gonna keep going until we see an end in sight.
Player guess.
It is a
Now is the whole corridor lit, or is it dark the whole way?
in parts it is, and in parts it isn't. It seems to depend on where there's. I'm going to say power. But
Okay.
you're not gonna know
So
what
even
that
if there's dim light, I pretty much have full concealment because of my racial ability. But I'm gonna try to
So you
use
go
the.
down the corridor.
Yep.
After maybe 15, 20 minutes of walking,
Wow.
there is some rubble and debris in certain places. You arrive at a pair of double doors. Looks like they've been pried apart.
Oh. So not ones that have been jammed closed, like the second set of doors to the
No,
spokes area.
pried apart.
Right apart from our side or the other side?
Good question.
It's difficult to tell. They're made of glausite, which means that it doesn't actually scar the metal in any way. But they've definitely been pried apart because there is a piece of like metal jammed in the lower part of it that is clearly not put there by anybody but a person.
So
Someone's jammed this door open.
So it would be someone pretty strong to do that then.
Can we see anything through the crack in the door? Like notice any light?
On the opposite side of the door is another corridor that leads off to the northwest.
Okay.
Keep looking.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, as we pass by some of this rubble, is it worthwhile to see if there's like, oh, there were people and this is a cave-in and they died? I mean, I'm not saying search it might be too hard, but
it's mostly pieces of the wall, bits of stuff that seem to have caved in. There's a couple of serious places where it looks like rocks have kind of blown through the wall.
Okay.
But as you progress along the corridor after the door, it curves severely to the left, like almost you're walking around a pure curve.
Sure.
It is quite long, and after maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe longer, you arrive at another set of double doors on the right side that appear to have been blocked and jammed closed.
Does this curvature, now I'm not a dwarf or anything, but does this curvature kind of make sense that it eventually is going to end up in the south passage? Like, are we doing like a big arc? Like, is there a set of rooms?
I don't think it makes a full circle. I think it probably makes a hemisphere, a semicircle.
Go hang out with your friend.
Okay, and do you think at what point do you think we're at when we run into that? I'd like to try to get past that door.
What about?
You're welcome. Oh,
we love you too, Isaac.
Hello.
Congratulations on your new marriage.
Oh God.
That's right. And it's nice that you like the taste of ass.
With syrup. Jelly or syrup?
Jelly.
He was asking me if they could have some ice cream.
Oh, of course they can.
Oh, I guess that's a third option other than jelly and syrup. Oh, you mean
wait.
Hang on, what's the thing?
Isaac.
Mother intervention, trying to avoid ass eating.
Room it's in. It seems like a different room.
You wanted?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a different room or just a slightly different angle than she's normally sitting at in that room.
Yeah, I think it's that bedroom, but she's sitting at a different chair right now. So yeah.
So I have an ice cream, but I love ice cream. That's like my weakness, and I am my father's daughter. And
so when you guys come and visit, Sanders hot fudge.
I love ice cream.
I've had it all.
I want to go everywhere that everybody tells me that I should get ice cream. But no, so Target actually is really good ice cream. And
I thought you were like an aficionado of like good ice cream.
But no, I am, but I'm also cheap, and I'm not gonna go buy like a $9 pint of ice cream like 3 times a week. So I'm gonna go to Target and I'm gonna get flavor and value, and they're right there. Huge tracts of land.
Huge tracts of land. What the kittens?
So no, they make one of their newest flavors is called cereal bowl, and it's really good. And then there is another one that's really good called unicorn. and then they have a mermaid one, and both of them, I thought they were
I
going to
have a
taste like
question. Do
garbage.
they
I
taste-
only got them because I
Does
thought,
one taste
what?
Does one taste like meat and the other tastes like fish?
No, just like,
Okay.
I mean, you would
They
think
made
it
for
would.
unicorns or
surprised then.
from unicorns?
Although, speaking of having fish in ice cream, there is a goldfish ice cream at a place up here, and it is really good.
Really?
Yes.
I once
I
had
can't
a-
remember
There's
the
a
name of
chain-
it. It's a place that's off of
ice cream.
Broadway up here, but it is.
There's a
really
chain
tasty.
place out here. It's like in the Midwest, Ohio and Michigan, and I think out in other areas too. BJ's Brew House. I don't know if you guys have got that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
it's like a little
Yeah,
chain, and they kind of do their own.
Yeah, they do their own brewing, and they have those pazookies, which are those cookies that have different stuff in them, like the iron skillet cookies that have the ice cream on 'em and all that. They had this Count Chocula that was so freaking good. They have a Fruity Pebbles one. They have all these cereal ones. So your cereal ice cream thing got me thinking. Damn, I'm hungry now.
I love.
I was going to say, speaking of your mermaid flavor, I did have salmon ice cream once.
I had salmon vodka.
I did too. Yeah, smoked salmon vodka. I had smoked salmon vodka. It was good.
Yeah.
It was
Really?
called Luxka.
I mean, like, I imagine it could be good because if you think about
Actually
it,
was. It
like
actually was.
vodka goes pretty well with Bloody Marys, and we love to chuck salty meat into Bloody Marys. So,
well, that's where you get when you go
salmon's
up.
not exactly salty, but it's fishy. It's meat.
When you go up north, they don't have Bloody Marys, but they have Caesars because it's Bloody Mary.
I love Caesars,
but the Clamato rather than.
Yes, and it's funny you mentioned that because years ago I dated someone, and I have a funny story for y'all later about that. But when I went to meet them,
not for public consumption. Hang on, check the Patreon for the full story.
So, yeah, actually, I went to Canada with his family. Family's from, and so he was like legit. He's a hockey player and shit. Man, he was pretty. Ooh, he's pretty. My mom was like, oh. Anyway, very pretty hockey player. Hockey players are pretty.
Hockey hair.
And I went up to Canada, and there was a point to this story. It was about Clamato. But no, we had Caesars up there. It was the first time I ever had it, and then I was like addicted to them. It's like, yes.
Did you lick it off his dick or something?
No,
I was waiting for the punchline.
Yeah, I mean, was there like a...
This was like a very
See, in Michigan,
such a sweet and innocent relationship that we had.
in Detroit, they throw octopi on the ice, but I was wondering it was going to go there. Or something. I didn't know.
It was just kind of like random because I recently heard that this person is like in a 4-year committed relationship that I would not have expected because it is not with a woman.
When you say 4-year committed relationship, does that mean at the end of 4 years they can get out of it, or it's been going on?
I don't know. It means it has been going on for.
Was there ass eating involved or something?
And so I'm wondering. I was like, I don't think I made him gay, but I feel like kind of cute.
He just used all his heterosexuality up on you. So.
I guess so.
Right.
I have a friend.
It's just like, well, that's me done. It's only dudes from here.
Right. All women want is Clamato and to get drunk. That's not what I'm about.
Apparently.
Oh my God. No, it was just kind of crazy because I heard that and I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
So any of our fan base that are from Canada, please chime in on Discord and refute such a claim.
I mean, you're in Canada. It's all about snorting the Clamato off a hockey player's dick, right?
One of my friends that's a vegetarian and loves Bloody Marys didn't realize the difference between them and Caesars up north.
Well, but still, a good Bloody Mary is going to have in it, and that's got anchovies too.
Whenever I got up here, I started asking Bloody Marias at bars because I actually like mine with tequila. And
then people would cross themselves and freak out and be like thinking you're.
No, they would hear me say Bloody Maria, and they were like,
Santa Maria. Yeah.
and I was like, tequila? And they're like, haha. And I'm like, is that not like anywhere else but like Texas thing? Like I thought that was a
Probably
thing
not.
everywhere.
Everywhere they've got different Bloody Mary with different alcohol type things. It's just you can throw anything in there.
Yeah, in Seattle apparently they have Bloody Marys with lutefisk in it. I don't know, it's crazy.
Right? Thing has an old profile picture from like 20 years ago where he has a Bloody Mary and it's like the size of his face.
Well, I've seen. Yeah, they
have
have ones where they're
like an entire like
it's a meal. It's like
that's a slippery pig.
Yeah.
Pizza slice, half a
fully
chicken.
okay with there being way too many garnishes in my Bloody Mary, as long as it's still like a full glass worth of Bloody Mary, and then you just decided to get a big fucking like 10-foot skewer and put like 20 slabs of bacon on there.
It should be like a vase with Bloody Mary and like arranged flowers with skewers
Pickled
of all sorts
okra.
of yummy. Yeah.
And then, you're right. And then an entire suckling pig skewered into the top of it.
Well, you say that as like you aren't serious. Yeah.
No, I'm totally serious.
I totally want that.
Just a fried chicken, a half a pound of pork belly,
Fucking
and then
pineapple on there. Grilled pineapple's delicious.
Get out.
Yeah. It has to be a dead pig. That makes everything better. Ice cream, Jello, everything's better with pig.
Exactly.
A popsicle. God.
Hey, maybe you should suggest that.
Really fast.
Right. So there is another set of doors in front of me. Apparently, sorry, listeners.
No.
So it is jammed closed, or is it just closed?
Right. It's jammed closed, like someone made it be closed. You see. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just betting that's the doors we couldn't open because they appeared to be jammed from the other side by the Skulk Village.
Possibly, but I'd like to kind of give it a look-see. I have a disabled device. Is that something that I can like perception check for traps and stuff, or do you want me to perception first or a disabled device first? I'd like to check for traps. So.
Do you want to check for traps, or do you want to disable the device before checking?
Jawohl, I wish to check for traps. Let us do that. Oh, natural 20 biznatch. So that's for traps.
Nice. That's such a wasted roll because there are no traps.
Because it was like a 29 or a 31 or something. I have 6.
I mean, I doubt there would be, but can I use detect magic?
Sure. There is no magic either. That's very wise. Let's not lie here. That's quite wise.
There's been a very little amount of magic in this.
24 disabled device, and I think I get an extra plus. What's my proficiency bonus? I get that added because wait, I have masterwork tools, right? So, God damn it, what is that plus for that? I have masterwork tools too, so I have 26.
Okay. You managed to dismantle the various piles of stuff. It's almost like somebody started to do this delicately, like putting pythons in, attempting to like fiddle with the lock, and then eventually just decided to pile all the crap they could find right behind it. So it takes a little time to kind of get to the door and open it. But once you open it, you look out on the area that was around the gremlin area, and then into the village. You recognize this space as a place you've been before.
Interesting. So this is where the android lady came in.
So yeah, she came directly to this deck.
I'm sorry, how was it?
You realize the large curve you walked around behind this door is probably circumventing that desert area you walked through.
Sure. So I think that I'd like to close this and then half-ass close it. Like I just don't want the skulks to accidentally make their way, or not the skulks.
Back in, but you're just gonna close the door.
I just don't want those folk to come in here and meet their doom by accident. So I want to protect them. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if if the rest of the group is right behind me and they saw this, but I'll tell them that, and I think that we can map that out, and I think we're good.
Well, it makes a good quick exit if we have to flee the whole compound. We don't have to wait for the elevator.
Yeah, and I think I think we probably, if we had to flee someone chasing us, I think setting that elevator to go up, but using this passage is the smart bet, because then they think that we went up the elevator or something. Anyway,
Subtle.
cross that bridge when we come to it. Where do we
Alright,
want to go now,
so-
guys?
I
Alexander, you said that there was some sound coming from the north door.
seem
that-
to remember that from last session.
So does that mean we want to go through the south door? I don't know. It's just...
I say let's go towards the sound of danger, danger.
Danger, Will Robinson.
High
Danger.
voltage.
And,
When we touch.
right? There's a song I've absolutely not heard in a very long time.
Start
This is a
fires.
hilarious
Something
song.
else. Since this is a sci-fi setting, we really need to do this statement too. I have a bad feeling about this. Right? It's
Oh yeah, that is pretty good.
canon.
That's appropriate.
So, are we okay? So,
Listen.
is the door locked?
You're looking at the northern door?
Yeah.
I was going to
Okay,
listen
you
to it while
guys-
she checks that.
Put yourselves up there too. Let me just pull that down so they can see it on the actual map. There you are all gathering around the door. Except for Sandville and Buligup, who I have to move, I think, right?
Yep.
Bump, 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 bump.
Stanville.
Holy
go.
All
Woo!
right, I got a 24 on my perception to listen at the door.
Buligup is with you. 24.
Does that include the -5 to our listen-based perception checks?
Oh, it does not.
So
So
he's
that
on
would be
19.
19.
Very good thing. You make sure he
Thank
keeps
you.
those
Yep. No, seriously.
terrible minuses. You hear the sounds of... It would be better without that constant humming noise, but you hear the sounds of conversation going on in there. At the same time as moving boxes or something's being dragged around in the room.
Can I use detect magic?
Sure, there's no magic on the door.
Detect
Yes.
magic. Detect magic has a good range, but just so you know, it can't penetrate certain things that are
Right.
thick, like lead or stone or wood. It can go through a few inches of stone, maybe like a half a foot of wood. You know, there's rules around that. So going through this kind of door, it might stop. Like there might be a huge
Right.
artifact just past this door. You can't detect because the door is blocking it. I don't know for sure, so check the spell.
Yeah, I don't know how
Just want
glass
you to know how it works. Yeah.
works
I
there.
just figured because I could use it all willy nilly. Why the not?
Hey, I am totally on board with that, and that makes really good sense. But I'm just letting you know in case there's that door. Like if you have to cast it now, and then hold it and concentrate, and then when the door is open, then you can detect and not have to.
Like
declare.
I should be using Mage Hand for everything and not actually touching stuff with my hands.
Yeah, you could develop some kind of PTSD germ of thing. Ooh, meatbag germs. You just use Mage Hand for everything. And your hands atrophy. You can't actually lift anything anymore. You just Jedi mind trick everything.
I'm almost there already.
Fair enough.
Well, I say, okay. So we hear voices. Can we tell what they are saying?
You
I
cannot.
got a 19, but I don't know if that's enough.
Cannot. The background drone on this floor is just too much to kind of pick out specifics of conversation.
So, do we assume they're friendly and knock, or do we
No.
open the door and kick ass and take names?
I believe
Or
the
we could
latter
choose
is our
somewhere in the middle.
motive.
Diplomacy is always the nice thing.
But diplomacy, yeah.
As long
Diplomacy
as
sometimes.
we save diplomacy for when we reach the android girl.
Yeah. But there's moving of boxes, so there might be people. You said I heard boxes, or did I hear moving and sliding? It could be
You heard the sounds
piling
of
of bodies.
something. Oh,
Well,
no, it was definitely
do we want to see if there is a way to surround them in the room?
That would probably require going through other rooms that probably face other dangers and/or opponents.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want to get behind them, I don't know why that would matter. We might as well all go through this door that we know how to exit from, then try to get behind them, because presumably it would be the same situation. We're all behind one door, unless you want to do a 2-front offensive and go in through the back and the front. That seems split the party dangerous.
But
Should totally
you
do
are all thinking with meat, so that might be a valid option for
Hey,
thinking
Okay.
with meat.
You also have a satchel.
There's a website like that, isn't there? Thinking with meat.
Yeah, but he's also got a satchel of thump grenades. We could just throw into the room and close the door.
You know what?
That
For
is
the thump and then
I'm
go
ready
in.
for some action.
I could try and throw them, but I am awfully weak. They might land at your feet.
We should go to Canada and get some Clamato. There's some action in that, I think.
I don't know. What's the one that typed boobs? I didn't.
I know, right? It's all she thinks about. It was really hard when I worked with her. It was like, wait, concentrate, stop thinking about those.
I mean,
feel you
if
guys
I all of a
should-
sudden did a Freaky Friday and switched bodies with a woman, that's probably all I would do. I would be like completely useless. I'd be doing nothing but touching myself. So
They're so much fun. I'd be doing the same thing if I had a wiener. I'd be like, yeah.
Really?
it really
true.
does detect true north magnetic compass. Wow. That was I thought that was fake.
I would
That's right.
do so much
You know-
peeing standing up. I would just pee everywhere. I would be
Also-
so excited for like a whole day.
Also,
I
she
would
realized
just
that it's
play
true.
with my wiener. I would just
She
pee on
realized the truth
everything
directly
and
because it
jerk
proved her
off
ability
and then
to
pee
drive.
some more. It would be great.
Right, Whit?
So
You
I'd like to.
finally
I would
realized
I would go into
Austin
my
proved
son's
her ability to
bathroom
drive.
and I would pee all over everything but the toilet, just like he does.
So
And be
you
like,
mark your territory.
Make it yours.
What you don't understand is sometimes it gets kind of caught and a bit crooked and aiming is difficult.
No, Al, do not make excuses for there's
Just
no
saying, it's not
excuse.
like a care, but sometimes he's a little bit, a little bit to the left, a little bit.
But
You're just
that,
like,
that,
okay, I can do it right.
that
Or
does not
heaven forbid.
excuse. That
What?
still doesn't excuse when I went into the movie theater bathroom and something was dripping from the ceiling in the stall.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody got very excited at some kind. Was that one of those porno movies?
I think they just got
No,
startled by a spider midstream, probably.
Ah! Get it!
Or they were really drunk or they had a bet to see if they could reach it.
Or it was a porno movie theater and he couldn't be bothered to do a handstand.
Or one of those Japanese curses that reverses gravity momentarily,
Well, every anime, if someone gets cut, there's like 89 gallons of blood that shoot everywhere. Maybe their Japanese pornos are just the same. I don't know. It's crazy.
It's bukkake seasoning.
Same kind of amounts, just different fluids. Okay, anyway,
I have a concern you guys were going to get to the end of this adventure tonight, but I don't think that's going to
yeah,
happen.
well,
No, we might get to the next room eventually.
so our MO has,
So
Our-
okay,
our
so
MO
I'm
so
gonna
far
message to
has
the back
been
of
to-
you and say, let's open this fracking door.
right. So the MO so far has been I've kind of had my bow out and
Right.
Buligup, and I don't know if Tatia's got the melee or the star knife thing going. I'll see what's in her hand. But I open the
It's not like
door
it works
and then
both
we kind of go
ways.
in, right?
If
Oh,
you
no.
want, I could
I've
mage
got
hand
my
the door
hand over
open.
my shoulder and I'm grabbing my star knife out of my bag, and my right hand is geared towards my morning star, and Kitty is ready to go.
So yeah,
I just assume you have some kind of holster for your star knife on your belt so you can draw it real
Yeah.
quick.
All three of them.
I don't know what a star knife scabbard would look like, but I'm sure you've got one.
oh, she's got
Yeah.
a Chewbacca bandolier across her chest, right? She's got the
Star knives.
That's
Yeah, there you
basically
go.
what okay, so I can't draw worth a damn, but
Hey, you drew a character.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty good.
so
I feel
Kitty's
some
gonna be somewhere over
scanning
there.
Oh,
we do.
I called it bandolier sling. There we go.
Right
There
there.
you go. You're
Of
right.
course, you could do the Janet Jackson nipple star things too. I don't know. There's that.
Or
Yeah,
you
she had
just go-
that. She had that going. Remember that?
Or you just go with the Xena chakram at the hip type.
It's
There you
all
go.
in the middle. You can just wear all three like a hat.
Yeah.
Just take it off and throw it, take it off and throw
I'm
it.
gonna be like the Peaky Blinders, eh?
Oh, have the
Exactly
Princess Leia
right.
buns and just go sing sing. Yeah, there you go. This is getting lame. All right.
Do that with grenades, right? You're like,
Hold on.
I don't
Got
think
too much fucking hair.
I don't think we established who's got those grenades. Actually, I don't know if we need to divvy those out to.
This
What?
is what our buttons look like, right?
Well, let's see.
I'm sure it'll become important eventually.
Buligup being a dex fighter is probably our best thrower.
He is very good at throwing things, but
As am I.
more important. He really likes to stab stuff a lot.
I'm a good thrower too.
Well, I'm happy to pass a couple over to you. I'm good about sticking in the background.
So I'm just gonna like reach up casually and just go, not even really ask, just grab it and put it behind me. And then
putting behind you.
get my stance back and ready.
Grab what?
A fucking
A
grenade.
grenade.
Ah.
Which
You
one?
throw a grenade.
But your deck sucks. You're gonna blow us all up. You absolutely cannot have one. We actually look at you and like we're like, bitch, what you thinking about doing here? You know, we could be all like.
Ultimately, OSHA says that the fact you have two right hands instead of one of each would dictate that you do not actually get one of these.
Exactly.
Grenades.
Does this look like a star knife to you, bitch?
So we got two bang, a flash, and a soft grenade.
If she had a hollow circle in her star knife and put the grenade in that, yeah, there's a feat waiting to happen. Grenade star knives. Anyway,
I'm a little bit better with my star knife melee though.
Hal's horrified. He's like, "Oh my god, players, do not use grenade star knives."
Honestly, it's
I'm just gonna get some Roman candles and stick it to the end of each blades and be like, "Woo!"
So I'm gonna do like the 3, 2, 1 countdown and like open the door.
Oh, hey, that means me as a GM has to actually figure out what this room looks like. Shit. Okay, the walls of this chamber are battered and dented, and flickering lights on the ceiling give the room a phantasmagoric cast.
Ooh.
A mound of rubble sits heaped to the north, while numerous strange containers lie in haphazard piles throughout the chamber. A pair of desks with chairs are placed in the south.
We heard boxes being moved. What movement do we track? We were kind of. I'm assuming ready in action to pile in there. Yeah.
Hang fire. Let me get them off the GM layer.
That'll be the gnolls and the fighters and.
Boom. Two large. Do I have a picture? Oh, let me see if I have a picture.
Are those cargo robots or something?
No, they're much more funny than those.
Nasty elves. We hate them. All right, where are they?
I don't think I have a picture of this.
No.
I do not. I don't think have a picture of these.
If I remember, pink-haired lady did have some thuggish.
Yeah, these don't even look human. These look like some kind of wonky sword wielding.
When they're really tiny, they kind of look like ugly TIE fighters.
Makes me sad
Those alien lifter frames.
Oh wait, no,
I do have a picture. I do.
My first job was programming binary load lifters.
Oh.
Scrap all fanatic. Oh my.
My dog is whining at the door, and I just want to make sure he doesn't have an accident. I will be right back. Okay.
He looks a hand orcish with some sort of hand emblem on his chest.
Correct.
Right.
Is it like knowledge local to see if we can identify that emblem or something? Or
you think it's probably some kind of gang symbol, honestly?
What do they look? Would that be a knowledge local, or would that be a?
They're both half orcs. They are extremely strong looking. They are wielding what can only be described as
makeshift.
Terrible weapons made of bits of metal fused together.
What does it look like they were doing, and did we surprise them?
Looks like they were poking around in the boxes and kind of searching the room.
They're looking for our treasure.
What part did I miss out on? I see the picture of them. So they've got metal blades that are super terrifying. We did not alert them when we walked into the room, correct?
They
I think they're
kind
facing
of
us.
look up as you. They look up as you open the door.
Okay, and is there anything else in particular about them that we've noticed?
They were poking around in those boxes, but we were gonna essentially, I don't know. I'm letting you guys lead the thing, but I'm readying an action to like loose an arrow if they look aggressive. So.
Okay.
He looks
They
aggressive.
look aggressive.
Well, I'm if Wit wants to do, or if Tatia, excuse me, wants to like initiate. Hi, we're from Torch. We're here to look for survivors, and all of a sudden they rush to attack. I'm plugging one between the eyes, giving
What
them a
I
little bit of
wanted to do,
fletching between the eyes.
this is one of my favorite tricks. Does anybody want to throw a room really quick to get somebody's attention somewhere other than where we are right now?
Does your first part cut out? What'd you say?
Oh, I have terrible dexterity, so knowing me, I'll throw a rock and it'll hit one of them in the fucking head. Does anybody else want to take a rock, chunk it in to make a noise on the other side of the room to get them
They've
to
seen you.
react to it?
No,
So
they
that-
see us. They turned around when the door opened.
They've seen you already.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Okay.
They're aware of you when the door.
Right.
How
So
do they
either we initiate talkie or we initiate shooty.
How do they look, Hal?
They
Do we
look
know?
They
Can
look
we
shooty
tell?
shooty.
They look like they're approaching. They look like they're approaching you with the intent to stab you in the face.
Then
Okay,
shooty
fuck.
it is.
Buligup, throw
They
you
also
motherfucking...
start shouting as they start walking forward.
Yep. Okay. Let's start scooting back. Let's give ourselves more space, and
I'll have
let's
to roll
start
initiative
rolling to see
for
who
you.
can kick their ass.
Yeah, I don't know if we get a surprise round or what, but I was
Yeah, no, you've spent too much time dicking in the
Sure.
doorway.
22.
12.
I got 22 spinning rims.
Apparently, I have no initiative on these, which is interesting.
You have no
we
initiative
go
in life
last.
now.
They go last.
I know it's bad.
Not driven at all.
So Scrapwall must be within
No.
120 miles. I
That's
think
gonna
that
be
was
my
the range
only
of
good
the
roll for the
transmitter.
night. Everything else is gonna be absolute garbage. Because what the fuck does initiative matter?
Right? You don't want to go fast,
I
right?
need to be first in line.
They're going on a 22.
He gads.
I know, right? It's pretty terrible. Their initiative is obscene. Buligup is going on a
Ouch.
5. Good work there, Buligup.
Slower than me. Wow.
Good thing that's not your IQ, Buligup.
Maybe you are wrong there, tiny lady. Something's going on 8.
Well, these are obviously half-orc robots. Look at the metal on them. They are robots.
So they're going first. They look up at you and they close on the door.
Actually, I thought my initiative
Oh,
was 20.
are we even?
Wait.
The initiative tracker.
Where'd it go? Did you kill the initiative
hang
tracker?
on.
Where'd it go?
It's there.
Ah,
Oh,
there
you
we
have
go.
There it is.
22.
I have a 22 with a plus a 6 initiative. Did they beat that?
They cannot. You are first.
All right. So Chuckles the
Kill them
Halfling
both.
Clown. Yeah, the guy at the north.
Let me fix that. Hold on. Let's just do that. There you go. Now you're first.
Does this not automatically include what's on our sheet for the extra initiative?
Yep, it does.
I agree, but you got to kind of factor it in.
But it doesn't figure out ties.
Damn it. Well, I said I was attacking the guy at the north. That's straight ahead from me. So
Okay.
I assume a 14 misses, but he is flat-footed.
Flat-footed, that is his AC, so you do hit
8 damage, including sneak.
8 damage is good.
Good. Use your
Feel
hate.
the hate flow through you.
Make him
All
bleed
right,
his own
he
blood.
kind of reels backwards, and then he and his companion run. He closes on you really fast. He charges you. His companion can't do it because there's stuff in the way, and he closes on Buligup.
Luckily, they
It was
don't
yet
appear
to-
to have hammers. You might be safe.
No, they just have like bits of metal and like twisted crap hanging off them.
Oh, I wish I had heat metal.
Right. So Bill, we're gonna go with an attack on you. he swings around with just like a piece of jagged metal that he just seems to fit his hand, and he
prison rules, bitch.
This is against your flat-footed AC.
I'm not flat-footed.
You are now 16.
Miss. I'm not flat-footed. I went first.
Wow.
No, I'm not. I went
Doesn't matter.
first.
You're flat-footed. This is against your flat-footed AC.
Why?
Because they have the catch off guard feat, which means when they're using improvised weapons, they attack your flat-footed AC.
Oh, I don't even know what my flat-footed AC
That sucks.
is. My flat-footed AC,
Doesn't
I
it
think,
though?
16. What did
It
it hit?
hits you
16.
then.
So does that mean it hits me, or does the defender win out? I forget.
No, Ty, it just have to equal your
hits you.
AC.
If it equals, they hit. But if you're flat-footed, I believe that means you take their sneak attack damage as well. So that's a 13. No, a 12. 12 damage to you.
Jesus, man. That's half my hit points in one hit. Dang.
Oh, you are fighting a gigantic half-orc who is designed to murder you.
So it's a
Buligup
special.
is actually...
So improvised weapons. That's a sweet feat. Improvised weapons uses touchy.
Catch off guard. Well, improvised weapons are not very good as weapons, but
7 as an improvised weapon is not good.
Well, so he's doing. Let me look.
D6
Hold on.
plus 3.
He's doing D6, but his strength is really good.
Dang.
So the catch off guard feat says you do not suffer any penalties for using an improvised weapon. Unarmed. Oh, lies. You're not flat-footed. It would have missed you.
All right. That's 12 hit the points back, and then
unarmed opponents that are flat-footed against you. So like
Hold
monks and shit. What?
Why is he not flat-footed?
Because he's not unarmed. Oh, actually, technically, are you armed? You're wielding a bow.
I'm lost. What is the question?
Whether you need a melee weapon or not to.
Do you count as armed if you're holding your bow?
I am holding my bow because I did just shoot it.
So do you count as armed?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, I can't do attacks of opportunity, but I don't do that, right? So I am counted as armed. I'm not counted as melee armed.
Yeah,
I don't know. Because now we're having rules matching you. So if somebody runs in on you with your bow and they have something that says if you're not unarmed because you've got some kind of weapon.
In my initiative, I had gone before them, so that's why I'm thinking
that's irrelevant to this.
Oh, right.
You could be the fastest monk in the world, and this feat would still mean you're flat-footed against these guys.
Sure.
That sucks.
But I think with the bow in your hand, you're still armed because you've got something to get between them, even if it's your bow.
I could see it either way. It's up to you.
We'll rule that until they do not hit you.
Oh,
so
luckily,
okay.
I've got a dagger then.
Okay.
The other one swings at Buligup, who is technically flat-footed because he has not acted yet, and rolls a 7, which is appallingly terrible.
Ooh, but good damage though, so it's glad he missed.
I know, he would have done 12 damage. These guys are serious for damage. We have Tatia and the Tiger.
Please make Buligup scream out something along the lines of you are a bad green, I am a good green, or something like that. It's green on green. That's what I'm saying, right?
Eat your greens.
That's right.
Eat your veggies, bitch.
Buligup is the best green.
So, all right, cool. So,
Tiger time.
If I was to do anything ranged like beam, would Buligup count as an obstacle?
No, but you're at -4 for firing into combat because you don't have the precise shot feat.
Yes.
That's a standard wit. You don't want to. It's sort of like being conservative and waiting for the whole guarantee not to hit your companions. That's what the -4 is.
We should really have Buligup be 1 rank back since he has reach with his halberds normally. But
I mean, he would be.
That, but yeah.
mean, he can move, but right now he's been run at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. So explain that concept to me again.
You take a -4
you're
when if you're firing at an opponent that is in melee with a friend, you take a -4 because you're sort of being careful to not hit your opponent. Remember, this isn't a one attack, one attack, one attack, one attack. Everyone's moving around and parrying and dodging and hitting all.
You've got to get the idea
That made sense. Okay, but
just because they're in the squares doesn't mean they're not moving around each other a bit.
yeah. No, that makes sense. Okay. So because he's right next to you, if I fired at him with a ranged attack, I would take like a
You
negative
might hit
penalty
Buligup
for it.
Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
So a ranged
Alright.
attack from where you're at still makes sense, and then have the tiger move here to potentially attack that guy in melee through the door.
That's still a little bit of cover though, because that's round to dodge.
True, but it's better than nothing because the tiger, as far as I know, has no
Yeah,
range attack.
all about better than nothing. All about the better than nothing.
Right.
So can I attack either of those two guys without having to take a -4 penalty on a ranged attack?
No, because they're both in combat right now.
If there was one feat this tiger should get, in my opinion, is this leap pounce ability. For him to be able to jump behind one of these guys has so much benefits because I could do my sneak against these guys. He could do crowd control by just leaping. If he leaped and pounced and had the pounce ability, he could leap here and do all the attacks on this guy.
He's like a frog kitty.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like all 4 attacks.
He gets a few more levels.
So am I able to move through them by any chance?
You can attack. Okay, so you can always move through someone, but if it's an enemy, then you have to make an acrobatics check. Otherwise, you literally just stop.
And it's not an easy acrobatics check unless you kind of are
No,
good
it's
at it.
super hard.
I thought your deck sucks, and mine's decent. Like mine's +8, and even I was leery about doing it last game. Remember? I think I tried to go through some Veggie Pygmy square.
Is +8. That's obscene.
No, my acrobatics is +8.
Oh,
Yeah, my acrobatics is 1. I am
We
a
won't
very
talk about that.
Yeah,
clumsy
so even with a natural 20, you probably won't. Just so you know.
So then can I use a light wounds on Kiernan?
I did not get hit. I didn't get hit.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, that's right. That's right. I was trying to think about how. Fuck.
Choose it ranged or spells.
-4 with your charisma modifier is not horrible. I mean, I think you have some wicked plus on your star knife, right? It doesn't return to you, but you could do that. I mean, whatever you want.
And I think you have 3 of them, so you can.
The other option is she fires a moonbeam in, and that she's not great with it, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that was the first idea. So I guess, I mean, I don't want to feel totally useless here, and I kind of feel if I do really, really terribly and I hurt a friend, how badly can I hurt them?
Well, you won't hurt them. You'll just totally miss because the minus.
It will just totally miss.
Yes.
Okay, so a penalty will not be that it hurts somebody else.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, let's do that.
What are we doing? Star knife or moonbeam?
Beam that much, can I? Right now.
Now I hit the guy in the north, right? He's wounded. I forget.
Yes, he is wounded. The northern one of the two is wounded.
Okay.
Straight in the north.
Let's concentrate our fire and try to take one of these guys down.
Yeah.
Stand by.
What you doing?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the star knife ranged. Go for it.
Okay, go for it. Do a star knife. Aiming at the guy that's injured.
Ouch.
That's a 10.
That's a miss.
That's unfortunately technically a 6, which is flat out a miss. Plus also minimum damage. That's really awful.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Could have been
Flying.
What do we say? You have 3 star knives, right?
Pardon?
You have 3 star knives?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so that's one gone. You'll pick it up later.
Tiger time.
All right, Tatia, you're. What about Nicodemus? What's he doing?
Nicodemus can't really do much from where he's
He
at
can-
right now.
He
You
can
can move
5-foot
one
step
forward.
here and do a full attack on this guy. He will have some cover because of the doorway and how it is, but he can get like the bite, claw, and he'll
Will
have
he be able to
minuses.
get
But
through that? That's not like a block there.
it's a diagonal, but it's
But is there
So-
any? Would that door technically be an obstacle for him?
no, but it's a
It
cover.
creates. So you put an effect because it's called cover, and basically it means that he's harder to hit because you can't really see all of him.
He gets a little extra AC, the opponent.
Yeah, some chance is better than no
Yeah, he
chance.
gets a
He's got,
bonus. to his
Okay.
he's got
armor
3
class.
attacks, which none of us have.
This is true.
But it's worth a
Okay.
shot.
Let me open up Kitty real quick.
I see what you did there. Worth a shot. Get it?
Worth a
Hal
shot.
made it funny.
Hey, I try my best, but gotta try this entertainment
You
shit,
miss
right?
100% of the shots you don't take,
That's
and a lot
right.
of the ones you do.
That's
Wayne
exactly
Gretzky.
right.
Wayne Gretzky, 1984.
15, not bad.
Is there a penalty because of this cover thing?
They get a +2 bonus to their armor class because it's partial cover. Which means that with a 15 on the claws, that's 1 claw,
Right.
right? You miss with a 15 on the claws.
So keep rolling.
One more
Got
claw
another
and a
claw
bite.
and a bite. 'Cause
You've got a claw and a bite left.
Pardon?
Roll the claw again and roll the bite.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
So the bite will hit for 8 damage. Ouch.
And roll another claw, because that's he gets both claws.
So Nicodemus goes absolutely apeshit crazy, apparently.
like the takes of-
Ooh, 24.
Oh, nice. Another 5. He likes the taste of orcs.
Half orc.
Orcs are yummy.
So how did he do?
13 damage.
He managed to do 13 points of damage to my little dudes.
And what
To
does
one
that
little
do?
dude.
Now I don't know whether to concentrate on the upper one or the lower one.
I don't think I
So-
did that much.
So Nicodemus is done, and he licks his paw, and he starts purring.
Ah.
He's proud of himself.
Kitty is full. No more orcses.
No more orcs.
Alexander time.
Nicodemus starts
yes.
snooping around.
I guess I'm going to
It's
fire
like,
a magic
I
missile
smell
off the
it.
wand at the
I
lower
want this
orc.
meat.
You're firing magic missile at the one in the south? Okay.
Big money, big money.
11 points of force
yeah!
damage.
Nice.
11? Wow.
11.
What level is the wand? What level is that one off for you or the wand?
The wand, it's the same level though.
Hmm. 3
I
missiles?
thought the level is cast at the lowest, the level 1.
The wand is specifically a level 3.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Which is nice.
Hal's like, I gotta review the loot drops in this module better, damn it.
Does that give you 3 missiles at level 3?
Yeah. Or
What?
it's 2d4 plus 1, I think, or 2d4 plus.
Hey,
For
no,
every
2D,
cast-
yeah,
for every
2d4 plus
Cast
2.
levels beyond first. So you only get 2 missiles.
Oh,
2 at third
did I
level.
make my macro wrong? Okay.
Yeah, at third level it's 2 missiles, not 3.
Yep.
So you've got just drop off the last roll, which is 1 anyway. So 1 plus 1 is 2, so you do 9 damage.
Okay.
To the one in the south, the one in the north.
South.
That's not too shabby, though. Good job, Alexander.
He's blasted backwards into the room and just lies inert in a pile of.
Yeah, Alexander
junk.
for the kill.
Sandwell.
We see Alexander finger that's a hard metal and scrape another tally mark of a meat bag.
Nicodemus
That's
goes,
another-
"Meow."
Dinner time.
Gonna
Yay!
get meat bag.
Meow!
Sandville,
Meowie
Sandville can't
wowie.
go through. Sandville's just hanging.
Sandville.
He's going to ready his action in case anybody comes this way. He's going to guard Alexander by moving 5 foot to the south
Aw.
and ready if anybody comes near him. Buligup short hafts his glaive and goes to attack the.
Can he? Oh wait, if he moves, crap. Pathfinder is different than 5th edition. So if Buligup moves here, he invokes an attack of opportunity.
Where's here?
5 foot
No, he
forward.
can move. He
I'd
can
give
move
Tasha
forward.
the ability to move up.
Well, I'm saying
Short haft is
if Buligup can go around him with opportunity, have him go here.
can't get there without an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure about. He can go there.
He can only 5. Buligup, but also he needs his move action to short haft his glaive.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that. Okay.
Short haft glaive, and he's going to hit. Nope,
Oh, he's
Does
gonna
good damage when he hits.
He's gonna swing. It doesn't look like he's gonna hit. That's good damage.
Excellent damage, just terrible to hit. Okay, give me a moment.
Wit, I am very jealous. That looks so good.
It is
What's
really
that?
good.
That was tasty.
Looks good.
Once you hit that dog tag that says,
The
snowball,
noodle's
then
slurping
you'll be
past her
really
lips.
disturbed.
I'm gonna pull it out, and it's gonna have somebody's rabies license number on it. Oh, Sparky!
Oh,
Now I know why they call it the Rainbow Bridge foe.
Yeah. Oh, I swear, guys. There. So apparently, it's
I
a
turned
thing up
her
here
on
in
again.
Denver, and I never noticed this in Houston. So if it was a thing, I just didn't notice it. But they like to take pho and turn it into like parts of words,
Okay.
and like pho bomb instead of the bomb is one that's across the street. It's not the bomb. But there's
Okay.
another one, and Isaac reads it, and of course Isaac reads it, and he goes, "Mom," or no, we're just going through a parking lot, and he's like reading the names of the signs, and he goes, "Fuck him."
That's hilarious.
Swear to God, it's for real. It's in Aurora, Colorado. Fuck him, and I was like, "That's fucking brilliant." That's
Literally.
fucking brilliant.
It's like all those hairdressers that have ridiculous names.
Really?
Yeah, there's tons of them.
There's a lot of people.
funny head.
There's a lot of people working on their college degree in strip clubs with interesting names too.
This is
What?
also true. Princess
Right?
Starshine. What?
Cinnabons.
I don't know. Everything else that sounds like something you would also call a pony.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rainbow Bright.
All right. So my
Are we
turn.
ready?
All right.
So,
So move action. I'm going to pull out my rapier. Swift action. I'm going to use my spring-loaded sheath in my wrist for my second weapon. Have both weapons out and stabby to this guy. All right. Say ah.
Aw.
Oh, crit.
23.
12
Nice.
plus 7. Actually,
That's a confirmed critical.
yeah. So I got a critical on the rapier, but the I don't think the second weapon hits with an 11. So
So 21.
Oh, yeah,
I don't get sneak, right?
Sneak. So you only do 21
Only.
damage.
And I'm a sad panda because of that. But
no, it's 12, isn't it? Because we take the right hand one.
No, it's both. Because I rolled minimum on the.
Is it both?
Yeah, I rolled minimum on the second one. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Because the 12 means I rolled on the critical.
No, it means there's one in there. There's a 1 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 plus 3 plus. I guess it makes sense to have. Oh, you know what? It makes sense to have it be 12 actually, based on the math. So I do not.
No way, he's dead.
All right.
You stabbed him or what? He is dead.
Nicodemus is so excited that he And then he stretches out on the floor and puts his butt up in the air, and I pat him on the bottom.
So I'm gonna move in here and hide.
Tatia, okay, did you have move action left?
No, I don't. I cannot do that. I'm lying. All right, I
Tatia,
am
what
done.
you doing?
Well, I'm gonna pull my hand away from my kitty, and I want to go into the room.
Wait, you mean Nicodemus or Kitty? All I heard was your touch your kitty and going into a room. I don't know what that meant.
That's right, everybody. Good night.
All right, folks. The Patreon $5 tier gets you details.
$5. That's a bargain. That's a bargain.
But if
to
you
say
join now
Okay.
with promo code I'm a dumbass, I'll give you a whole month free.
Ping pong show.
What was that? Hang on. Let me just clarify this. For $5 on my Patreon, we can see Wit play with her kitty.
That's what I heard.
Wicket, where
That's
are
okay.
you?
Wicked. That's what we should do. We should have a picture of Wit with her actual
Just gonna
cat.
hold Wicket and be like, kitty.
How's it going?
Truth in advertising.
Advertising.
Hey, don't walk off. You're the one that has initiative right
Well, hopefully that was quick enough, and the shouts weren't heard, so we can now explore. Oh, she's getting the pussy.
Oh,
It's
wicked.
very hairy indeed, with a dog tag.
Mhm.
Hello. Totally is not interested in looking in the camera, by the way.
Nope. Do you see how her claws are
Like
so much in my shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know how to love without also murdering you. She's very happy to be here.
So what you need is you need a feline safe word.
I have my kitty cat.
Feline
You hear her
safe word.
purring in the mic? Is that
Michelle Pfeiffer. Michelle Pfeiffer.
No, it's something that
Catwoman,
won't come up
Catwoman.
casually.
Right. Won't come up casually. All right, because Michelle Pfeiffer is apparently in normal conversation nowadays. Okay.
Well,
You heard it here first, folks. RPGMP3.com.
and
yeah,
Michelle
shower
Pfeiffer.
talk.
So, Al, I'm
Um,
trying to sell the brand, man.
All
I
right,
don't know if I'm
so,
doing the service well.
what do I want to do? I want to
Yeah,
go
what do you-
into this room. We're all still standing here, just kind of chilling, right?
So you can go through friendly people. It just counts as an additional square, right?
Wit, make me a perception check. As it's your turn.
7.
What are you doing, Wit?
What am I doing?
Playing with her kitty.
I've pulled my hand off of Nicodemus, and I wanted to peer into the room and see if there's any other baddies in there. See if I can find anything else.
Right now, there appears to not be baddies as far as you're aware from the door. Are you entering
Yeah, can I go check out the boxes that they were moving around and see what they might have been interested in?
the room? Sure.
So Buligup counts as 2 squares. So you would go 1, 2, 3. So you're basically like you move 5, 10, 15, and you have a 30-foot movement rate or a 20-foot movement rate.
30.
30.
So you're at 15 right there. So move your character.
3 more
however-
squares.
3 more squares. Yeah.
Up to 3 more squares.
Up to, yeah.
You start looking around the boxes and
Yes.
stuff, right?
They probably already looted everything, but worth a
Well, they
check.
were
All right. You hear
around.
the,
I want to know why they were so
You hear the
interested in it.
sound?
What were they doing?
They have been down here
you hear the
days.
sound of a door opening, and there are creatures swarming you all of a sudden from this room down at the south.
They look shadowy.
Tell me
Don't
about
they,
them,
though?
Hal.
Now, to be fair, Nicodemus gets to go after.
Well, Nicodemus goes on her turn, which means they go after her, so Nicodemus has already acted. So put your tiger somewhere too. I'm guessing he's next to you.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow, 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 meow,
God
meow,
damn
meow,
it.
meow, meow, meow.
So many things to keep track of in this session.
What happened to Nicodemus's hit points? Did they not go up? Because he was like way high.
He doesn't.
compared to
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
right? I thought his hit points were like 20 something. Are those hit points right? Oh, that's a great picture. Is that another Wayne Reynolds art?
Maybe.
Oh, Wayne.
I think I may have clicked off the bottom of it when I grabbed it.
Probably.
It's a
That,
Oh,
yeah,
it looks like the style.
Wayne Reynolds
There's some good
is
art.
God.
I always thought Pathfinder does good, consistent art.
Ratfolk Scrapper. Okay, so scrappers from Scrapple.
All right, so what is this guy?
He's a rat man.
Rat Man.
Rat folk scrapper.
This Arnold Schwarzenegger. Chill out.
Well, Nicodemus gets like +4 against Ratfolk, right?
Oh yeah.
Natural enemy.
Probably.
Oh, it's a cats versus rats. That's awesome. Listeners on Twitch, should a tiger have a natural rat folk? Vote now.
Ooh.
Hal's like, I hate Bill. I hate Bill so much.
If you tip 500 bits, get a +1 against hitting Bill.
Okay, no, should we? Blah 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 blah.
Kiernan.
Ratfolk are small rodent-like humanoids, originally native to subterranean areas and dry desert plains.
Meta game. You don't know that as a character. So what are you gonna do? You see these guys rush out. Are you attacking them?
She might have met a rat person. She may have met a rat person. She doesn't get the option. She's already gone. They're attacking her.
Oh, that's right. But Nicodemus hasn't, right?
Our healer just put herself into danger.
Yeah. So they're attacking her.
Wait. Okay.
Aren't you supposed to be our scout, Kiernan? Shouldn't you be in there?
Well, true, but I can only scout when I'm in the front. But when she blows into the room, that's what I'm gonna do.
Luckily, she has the best AC. Sorry.
6 will miss. Second one goes at you, and 11 will miss. There are another 3 in the room. All of them are going to try and fire their hand crossbows at you.
Bastard.
That's a 10 for a miss.
Ooh,
a 20 will hit you.
It's merely a flesh wound.
Take 2 points of damage. And the final one gets an 18, which I don't believe hits you, does it?
No, she has a 20, right?
Yeah, I think she's 20.
Wait, what's your IC? We're asking.
20. Yeah, it doesn't hit me.
You take 2 points of damage from one of the 3 shots of a hand crossbow.
That's pretty amazing. 4 people attack her, and one's waiting to attack her. And like she takes 2 points.
Yeah.
5.
Not.
There's 5.
Well, the fifth didn't get to attack her, though. Yeah.
It did. They missed.
Oh, I thought. How's this guy attack her? Did
2
he shoot
short
with
swords, 3 crossbows.
He crossbow the. Oh, 3
Crossbow.
crossbows. You're right. Oh, bummer.
3 crossbows and 2.
Right. But not people. Rat folk.
Rat folk. Alexander, it's you. There's a swarm of rat folk in the room.
Sleeper grenade. Which do we want to do? M40 grenade. Nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I think I'll get up here and throw sleep into the room.
Throwing sleep into the room. Whereabouts are you planting your sleep?
Let me just double check the stats to make sure.
If you put it way back here in the
10-foot radius.
Oh, 10-foot radius. Oh, okay. I thought it was 20-foot radius, but cool. Even better. Right there should do it.
Yeah.
That's still going to get most of them, right? So you're putting it there for catch all of them?
Roger,
Hopefully,
Roger.
yeah.
How many hit points did you get?
DC 16.
Actually, if you even put it here, it's more in line with your sight. You might get someone you don't see around the corner here. I have no idea.
True, yeah.
Fuck.
I just thwarted Hal. Dope.
What? What did you get? I need to roll? I need to roll, right?
Yeah. 16 will DC.
How many are you hitting? 5?
Yeah, but only up to 4 hit dice, so.
All right, so 4 of them get to roll because they only have 1 hit dice. It will?
Yep.
First one is an
Snooze.
11, which is a fail. Second one, an 8, a fail. Third one, a 19, which is a success. Fourth one, a 7, which is a fail. So let's, do you want to do them from the back or the front?
Aren't these guys part stormtrooper? Because they fucking suck.
From the front, then we don't have to walk as far to kill the remaining 2.
Walk as far to kill the remaining 2. So sleep, where are we?
Now you only rolled for 4 blokes. Shouldn't you have rolled for?
Well, it's only affects 4 hit dice.
4 hit dice.
No, 4 hit die creatures.
No, he can only roll 4 hit dice of creatures.
Come upon 4 hit dice of creatures. Oh,
Amongst, yeah.
boy, that's not as useful as I thought it was. Holy
Yeah,
shit,
so
you're
those
right.
who are closest to the point of origin are affected first. I guess so.
I'm putting a yellow dot on them all because they're so black, anything I put on them that looks black is just going to vanish in them.
Racist.
So
He's not
those
a
three,
Puma.
3 of them collapse to the ground asleep. Sandville just stays where he is, guarding and looking the doors that are not yet open. Buligup.
That's sound
Hello,
strategy. There
Buligup.
could be people coming out of there any second.
Buligup moves forward as he's already short-hafted, has to completely close. So he's next to Tatia now.
Ribbit.
Coup de grace.
He is attempt to. Oh, actually, that's not going to work because the one in front of him is asleep.
But he can go through him and not invoke an attack of opportunity. He could attack that guy with a haft, right?
He steps over the one that is asleep and attacks the guy in front of him that managed to save.
Stabby, stabby.
And I closed Buligup's character sheet because that's what I do apparently. Just close character sheets. Swings with his glaive, swings in a wide arc, and 17, I believe, will hit the rat walls for the ratfolk scrapper. It does hit him for 6 points of stabby, slashy, terrible damage.
That's right. Coup de grace is a full round.
Ouch, he says.
Ouch.
Hmm.
Ooh, I'm
All right,
dying.
you. There's scrappers everywhere, fighting and scrapping
And sleeping.
fighting. And apparently
All right, so
sleep.
gosh, you know what?
There's
So
only 2 left
5,
up.
10. So is this all difficult terrain up here through these boxes?
Oh, this back one
You
isn't
can
in melee,
go-
though.
They're boxes. If you go into the rubble at the very far north, that's difficult terrain. The boxes themselves are not.
So
Yeah.
5,
That back one that's awake, though, isn't in melee if you want to just ranged him.
That is a very good observation.
Well, I'm saying that one more time. I'm sorry. I was focusing on something else.
That back one isn't in melee. If you want to ranged him, you won't have a minus.
He switched to his melee weapons.
Oh yeah,
I
That's
did,
true.
but I can switch that out real quick with a move action. So
It's like constantly switching weapons.
yep.
You're like me playing Elder Scrolls.
well, it's like that Assassin's Creed stuff. Everything's just spring-loaded and appearing out of nowhere.
No, it's Elder Scrolls. It's like switch to bow,
Yeah.
switch back from bow, stop, switch to bow. Yeah, it's very interesting.
So,
Well, actually,
speaking of Assassin's Creed,
I'm
so
moving
you
up.
play Assassin's Creed?
Sometimes.
Okay. So, I got Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I think it was available on like Xbox free one time as one of their giveaway things, having the pass. So I got it and I played it, and I was so fucking frustrated with the fucking controls because it doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm like, I'm hitting A. A is fucking jump. And it's like, no, A means that you do a twirl this way. Blah. Oh, and then this right bumper, that's high kick with your left foot. And you're like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And I couldn't do it.
You're doing some strip dance routine.
Yeah, I was so pissed off.
I
right.
None
played
of the
Assassin's
controls
Creed.
made sense.
I
I
played
was like, I
Assassin's Creed
can't.
Black Flag. That Black Flag was really nice. You were like a pirate and had a
Black
ship
Flag
and stuff. It was
Is
pretty
that the
good.
Colonial Wars version, or oh no?
No.
I mean, I
No, it's
thought
the
it
pirate.
was so pretty, and I really wanted to play it, and I enjoyed.
You were like friends with Blackbeard, like, you know.
I just could not do the controls.
Yeah. So anyway, my turn is still going on. So I got to here in 30 feet. So I'm going to basically move over to here because this guy's got a crossbow. And I'm basically stabbing him with
So
my
you're closing
rapier.
with the guy at the back.
Yep. So I'm going to
Okay.
stab that guy with a
ahead.
rapier.
You should stab
Now I
him.
only get the one attack, obviously, because he's
Yes.
yeah, because I had to move. So
Yup.
damn it.
Oh,
That is a 7. You shoot yourself in the face.
well, at least there's far less of them now.
Stab myself in the face. I like bump into the box and kind of like get off
Buligup laughs and
stance.
goes, "Oh, you're not so pretty now."
But he can't shoot his bow without me stabbing him for free. So
Two
I'm
more of
helping
those
you guys.
art guys or whatever coming in.
So 2 large orcs enter the room and basically close on Bill and Buligup, I guess.
Yeah.
Buligup.
If you place another sleep at the right place, we won't be affected.
So I have 1 scrap wall fanatic on Bill.
Like right here would help.
He swings a weapon, just looked like a pile of crap, like merged together, and completely misses. The other one is going for Buligup and rolls a 12, which is flat out not going to hit him. So you're currently fighting. You have 3 sleeping rat folk, 2 awake rat folk, and 2 half orcs fighting you. Tatia, it's you. It's a big mess going on here.
Tatia.
Tatia, both of the people right next to you are asleep.
Where is the self-destruct button?
I suggest moving Nicodemus here and trying to do claw bite on some people's.
Yeah,
Because claw bite is the best way to say hello.
I
She can't
agree.
claw while she moves. She can only do that if she 5 foot.
I thought you just said use your boobs, but then I thought did you say moves?
Use
Well, I
your
mean, that
boobs,
will work
Luke.
too.
I was
I mean,
like,
ultimately, if Wit chooses to do that, it's clearly an automatic critical.
automatic
Oh, yeah.
critical. Right. So she's moving and then using that. Yes.
Production values.
Well, hey, what can we say? We've always been a professional outfit.
So, okay, so y'all kind of cut out. I heard that if I do something, it's a crit. What are you talking about?
No. We're kidding. We're just joking.
Oh, I was
You
like,
should totally
what
listen.
are we talking
You should
about?
totally listen back to the audio.
Okay.
So ultimately, you are standing in front of us 2 sleeping people, so you can move at least a little ways without being affected. Nicodemus could move way in. So Nicodemus could move there. You could move on top of this guy. There's a bunch of people. There's like 3 people attacking me, and
I
2
need a
people
feat that
attacking
does
Buligup.
like trample.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
not
can
bad.
just roll over damage because there's a really good line going directly in front of me.
That's what
Lightning bolt is
Yeah.
quite excellent for that. Yes.
So
Just-
you could move on top of the guy in front of you with a 5 foot, and then attack the guy that is fighting Buligup and Bill, and then Nicodemus could kind of slink around the side and also attack him and the guy that's attacking Buligup.
Yeah.
There you go. Move forward there, and then have Nicodemus move to kind of. I guess he'd have to go here.
So-
North of you,
Yeah,
yeah.
your morning star does so much more damage. It's like I don't know. What,
Although she's way better with the star knife.
But she hits
I
more
don't know about
reliably with
that.
the star knife. Hey?
You could actually move here if you do the right or
What? Nicodemus?
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. Oh, is he 40-foot movement or is he 30-foot movement?
Hold on, let me look. $40.
Okay, then yes, he can. He could potentially get to this point here where he's slightly further forward because he goes up and over the top.
Cool. Alrighty. And then I'm
Bill is what someone else would.
all right, I'm scooting in. I'm gonna swing.
Attack.
I'm gonna grab for my morning star and just do a
Ooh, a
cool
morning
twirl. Act like I'm gonna make this look awesome, at least look terrifying, even if I mess it up. They'll be like, oh.
Batters up.
Sexy
hurt.
stabby slash.
Are you going for the half orc or the rat folk? There's a half orc here. and
I
there's a
am going
rat
for the
folk.
half orc.
Okay.
My, what
Solid choice, I feel.
what rippling muscles you've got.
22 will absolutely hit the half orc.
Nice.
And 6 will definitely. Maximum damage you can do?
No, that would be a green if it was max, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. So that's good.
But
damage,
I
though.
thought
Yeah.
she's done 10 before. She's done like 10 or 11 damage max before.
She has. I mean, ultimately, I think that Morningstar's more reliable.
Mm.
But hey, it's what we're all about, dude.
Hey,
It's
but you know what
Nicodemus,
though?
if
If she's an oracle, so she wants to use a religious weapon. That totally makes sense from a character perspective. You know.
Nicodemus.
Ha ha ha!
Nikki.
Nicodemus is gonna kick some ass.
He smells the luscious blood coming from the one you just wounded
Right,
and wants
just-
to get
just
more of
one
the
attack, I
tasty
guess.
green meat.
That's right.
But
Kitty purrs. Kitty
Do it.
likes.
the lady master always says green meat is bad, but this tastes good.
A 24 for 5 damage. No, that's a claw. Well, okay, we'll do the claw.
Whoops.
He only gets the bite. He only gets the bite.
Yes, 'cause
24
he
will hit the
moved.
bite.
24 is
Correct.
bite.
I
Yeah.
just got
damage.
really excited to hit all the buttons.
I know, there's so many buttons to hit. It's so exciting.
Can I hit all the buttons too?
We can all hit all the buttons. Let's do this.
Hit all
I
the
know, Bill.
buttons.
Can you?
I can
It's
hit
my
all the
scrappers.
buttons.
I have 2 of them in combat. So I have one that is in combat with Buligup and Tatia, and I have one that is in combat with Kiernan. The
Well,
one in combat with Kiernan switches to his short sword. And let's do an attack on Kiernan with that for a 17.
Miss.
Boo!
Are
The
the-
other
are-
one is going for heavens, choices.
Are the half orcs on the initiative, or are they in the?
They're on
same
the
as
initiative.
rat folk?
They're on the initiative.
Oh, fanatic. Okay. Yes.
Sorry, I'm reading their ability. They have a special ability I'm reading.
I just thought you froze for a second, so I was a little worried.
Yeah.
Like, yeah!
He is cogitating.
Toss salad. D6
Should
recharge.
probably have used that ability before they all fell asleep, but right now it's kind of useless. Let me roll a.
I love sleep, and it's going to be pretty useless after this because everything's going to be too high a level.
Honestly, they're probably going to go for Buligup because looks like the big. Well, he's only 2 feet high. They're going to go for Tatia because she looks like the bigger threat. An 18 will miss Tatia, I believe.
Yep.
And we
Looking
are
for a
on
20.
to Alexander.
I will.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought Sandville was been sitting on his ass because I don't remember him going for like a couple rounds. So
He's guarding that back door for you.
I-
And also Alexander, just in case.
That's
I
fair.
will move up, and I will magic missile this.
I
guy.
love how when you say I will move up, you actually move 5 foot.
Oh yeah.
Like an audio, you're charging.
Hey,
directly in.
that's an aggressive charge by a wizard. That's like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
moving towards the action.
And I believe I've adjusted my magic missile now.
Oh, max damage.
8
Suck
points
it,
of force to.
orc.
Who's catching that? The fanatic in the middle in front of Tatia?
Yeah, the half orc in front of Tasha.
He's been hurt a couple times.
Tasha.
As he collapses under the
Yeah!
brutal force. of
That's
magical assault.
That's 2 green skins by Alexander for a
Plus the
cleanup.
sleeping guys.
That's right. MVP award for the android. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Sandville still stays at the back guarding the rear because, quite frankly, there's too many doors here.
Fair.
Buligup. Buligup is in combat with the ratfolk, so he's going to take a shot at him. Buligup swings his glaive and hits.
Ooh.
Oh, hey!
Swing and a hit.
With 11 damage. The
Half a rat folk.
He's got a spleen on the end of that glaive. Yeah.
Just literally collapses. That short haft just kind of stabs with the glaive, one-handed, shield in the other hand. Buligup is legit an amazing force to be reckoned with.
Took 3 levels, but hey, he's there now.
Trying to stab you, and another dude trying to stab you.
So I got this rat folk before with a pokey. I'm gonna try to finish him off. So
Okay.
oh, another crit! Suck it! 14 plus 4, 18 damage. I don't think I get
confirm
sneaked,
only
right?
12.
Oh wait.
The confirmed hit,
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. God, I hate crits in Pathfinder. It's so much a download. So, but I have 12 total, right? So 8 plus 4.
He staggers back, but he's not down.
Oh, damn it.
At the same time, the half-orc next to you raises his improvised weapon of improvisedness and swings it for a 17.
Miss.
Such a shame. Such a shame. Tatia, it's you.
Let's do this.
Finish him. Pull his spine out.
Golly, I just want to reach over and just. I want to whack the guy.
I crush your head.
I want to scoot into
Into
here
your face.
God. And swing at the guy in front of you.
and I'm going to let out a primal cry and hopefully not hit myself.
Ooh, did she take dip levels in Barbarian? That'd be nice.
14.
I think Al had a big O there. I don't know what that sound was. I'm disturbed.
That doesn't hit him. Hey, Weasel.
Okay.
You get full attack suite on Nicodemus if you're attacking the same target.
Correctamundo.
So that something's gonna hit, right?
Remember those buttons.
All 3 buttons, right?
Shryruken!
Flicky.
This. Oh, wait, I don't got this. Fuck. Boy.
Click your happy buttons.
Another crit. Oh no, I bet not a confirm though.
Yeah.
Not confirmed.
5 plus 5 plus 3. It's not bad. There's 13 right there.
All of those hit. Literally all of those hit.
That's some squishiness. He wants green meat now.
My cat starts bobbing his head up and down, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a good kitty."
I love it when you do it. You do this shit fast for some reason. It's always happened on Roll20. You roll the same thing twice.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 13 damage total from the cat.
Pussy attack.
Horrifying.
Who's flying too far away?
I believe he has rake as well, doesn't he?
Oh yeah.
I thought he needed a feat for that or something.
I think rake applies in grapple.
Well, rake I thought came with pounce or no, yeah, when the first when both claws hit.
No, he has rake already, but I think it's when he grapples, which is really weird.
Depends on the animal. Like some animals, it's like if their both front claws hit, then the back claws automatically hit.
Yeah, that's like AD&D, dude.
Yeah, well, shoot, man. I played like 9 different versions, man. I started off with the Holmes Blue Box or whatever, man.
Plus 15 to grapple.
I have that.
Plus 15.
He collapses dead, and the tiger kind of tears chunks out of him.
Yeah, all that grapple talk is like bullshit when he's like eviscerated.
Scrapper's not feeling too confident, but can't really see an exit at this point. He's going to have to try and take a stab at Bill, I think, with his short sword.
He could try and wake his friends.
Oh, that's an actual 20, but an unconfirmed critical, doing 2 whole points of damage.
Son of a gun.
With his short sword. Hey, I did a damage. You guys are tough to hit.
Was that Leah?
No, Leah's
Can y'all
right at
hear the
top.
kids screaming in the background?
Oh, that was on your
Yeah.
end. It sounded like Leah. I thought that was her.
No, that's
Michael. Wait, Michaela, because I'm not.
Okay, all your voice just cut out. I didn't hear a word you said.
Yeah.
Good. There's a
Dr. Michaela.
child here at my house that is not my son because they are having a sleepover. This child is screaming at the top of his pubescent lungs.
It must be that ass eating.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, is that the one he's married to?
Yeah, that's what happens when you get into rimming real hard.
Michael is just so loud, and he doesn't know.
Is
And
that
he's
that
so
kid who wrote
sweet.
the name?
He's so
I believe that's
sweet.
that child.
He's just like, I don't realize that I'm different from the others.
So, are you saying that your son is a screamer? That's very disturbing.
Their son's
Oh,
friend
right.
is.
His son's friend is. God.
I live here now. Bye.
Inside your hat.
Eat.
So, Alexander, what you doing?
I guess I will move up to the doorway and magic missile the surviving awake rat folk.
Magic missile.
Do it.
Attacking the
Is this
darkness.
the-
I'm
this
enjoying
wand?
that right now.
Where are the Cheetos? Ooh,
They-
only
force.
8.
That's the wand,
So
right?
are these macros right? Because I got to call shenanigans. Because I think max on the 11 and then max on the 8. Like he rolled 8 last time, right?
Legit.
All right, awesome. That's it.
It's he rolled 2 and a 4
Okay,
plus
I gotta
2.
be right back.
He collapses under the assault of your green
Awesome.
ball.
Team effort. So far we've been pecking away at these
Everybody's
guys, but
dead.
Alexander's been, which is awesome. It's like badass android. Like
It's 'cause he's
he's
now
like,
got
he's
a
like the
wand.
IG-88
That's
in
all
the
I
Mandalorian.
could ever
Like,
need.
you know,
I'm going to have to buy a new one after this pretty soon, but you know.
did you have like a freaking thermal detonator in your chest in case you get captured? What the fuck, man?
Some serious shit going on there.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
I guess time to coup de grace the sleeping ones. Unless we want to interrogate prisoners.
Well, we coup.
Are you interrogating? Are you killing me?
Yeah, I'm gonna coup de grace them except for the one.
Which
Coup
one?
de grace everyone? Or are you leaving?
I heard it was pronounced coup de grace, which blows my mind. I thought it was coup de grace for years.
I'm going with coup de grace.
Okay.
Crab Maga.
Let me Google.
So I mean, I'm gonna vote. We just kill 2 of them and then leak the other one. Or do you want to leave 2 of them alive? Ask the question for the first one when he says "screw you," we kill him in front of the third one.
What question?
Okay, so according to Google, who is pulling off of dictionary.com, it is pronounced coup de grace.
Coup de grace.
That's what I thought it was, the official
Coup
pronunciation.
de grace.
Okay, so all these people correcting me are half-asses. All right.
Oh yeah, that's the internet.
Yeah.
Coup de grace. As in, there's a coup against this grass.
I don't know how much information they have that we want. Say we dispatch
Well,
them and move along.
are they affiliated with the pink-haired lady, and is she in the next room, for example?
Well, I'm sure
Do they
she's
have
in
the
one of
same-
the next rooms.
Do they have the same clawed
Hand symbol.
hand symbol on their chest?
Who does number 2 work for?
I mean, are rat folk a
That's
thing?
some dirty shit right there.
Are rat folk a thing? Do I know that rat folk are a thing? Like, I'm worried that these guys are. I was worried
They're not a common thing, but they're definitely a thing. They're much more common in certain towns than others. But yeah, everyone knows what ratfolk exists.
I was just worried these are were rats and they're going to start regenerating and pop up again. You know what I mean?
Nope, they're actually ratfolk. They stay as ratfolk when you murder them.
I was gonna say, if we start running into where shit, I gotta start changing my the things I'm picking up.
Oh yeah, actually, if you start running into where shit, you can pick up a thing from your mystery that allows you to actually be immune to lycanthropy.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome. That's like
nice.
half of the stuff I can do.
So I'm taking a full round. I'm taking a
lycanthropy.
full round to murder this guy, and I have no idea if Buligup's going to do the same to him.
If you want to kill them all, I will let you kill them all.
If we want to question one, speak up now. But I'm just going to kill this guy. Buligup can kill this guy. We got one guy left.
I don't think they have that much information.
Let's go for it. Kill him. Fuck him.
Okay, you guys being the wonderful chaotic.
Okay, so
good,
I'm neutral.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the
I'm
group
chaotic good.
I'm gonna let the group
Let's
search the
fucking kill some bitches.
No.
Loot.
Shit.
I'm gonna let the group search the bodies, and I'm gonna hide behind this box with my bow and see if anybody pops out at either of these south doors.
Okay, you're keeping an eye on the doors while the group loots. All right, you killed a shit ton of things. The shit ton of things contains the following. All of the scrappers have short swords, and you killed 6 of them. So that's 6 short swords, 6 hand crossbows. They also have, they have 1 screaming bolt each. So you have 6 screaming bolts. You have 6 leather armors, 6 sets of 10 bolts, although some have been fired. So let's say you have 58 bolts, I believe. And each one of them has a brown access card. So that's 6 brown access cards. And you have 12 gold pieces total from the ratfolk.
12. Ooh.
Did you get all that?
I think I was one of the only ones that had a brown access card, so it's good that everyone's got one now, essentially.
Did you get all that thing?
So then, these screaming bolts seem cool. I want one.
Screaming bolts.
Do you have a crossbow?
I just want one. Do I need a crossbow? I can just walk around and go swing, swing, swing.
That's amazing.
I got charisma. It'll carry it through.
That's true. No one's gonna think she's weird. She's just
She's gonna put it in her hand and flick it like Remo Williams.
Anything?
Master of Xianju.
Xianju.
So the half orcs are wearing masterwork leather,
Ooh.
and I believe you killed
4
of those.
Yeah, write that down. That's good loot right there.
I was gonna say,
so
money.
Tatia, do they have any magic on them? Can you do your finger wiggling, detect magic?
Yeah, I'll move up into the room now that we're looting.
They have a masterwork buckler.
Can I? All right. Is that cool? Can I use detect magic, or are you gonna be like, nah, they don't got
Detect away.
Detect away. I'm gonna detect away.
Detecting away, just as a note, also is the boxes too, potentially.
There's no magic here.
Okay.
So they also have masterwork bucklers. That's 4 masterwork bucklers. Another 4 brown access cards. 8 silver discs and 40 gold pieces.
Now, what do bucklers do? Because I mean, bucklers in other games and systems, and I think other versions of D&D and stuff like that allowed like bow people to use them. And like, am I able to use a buckler, for example? Because that was like a weird shield.
Technically,
what is that?
It still counts. It still counts as a shield proficiency, so you need the shield proficiency to use it.
That's what always confused me, because I know thieves that use bucklers, but thieves don't have the shield.
But they've probably got the feat for shield proficiency, or they're taking the negative that allows them to use it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what that negative is, but
I don't know either. I'd have to look.
Well, wouldn't it be good for you?
For using armor you don't use. I mean, they're worth a bunch. They're masterwork.
Yeah, I got the shield proficiency combat thing up here with Pathfinder. Here we go. When you use a shield, except the
There you
tower shield, the shield's armor check penalty only applies to strength and dexterity-based skills. When you use a shield which you're not proficient with, you take the shield's armor check penalty on attack rolls and all skill checks that involve moving.
That's right. It offsets your ability to attack because you're awkward with it, but it still adds to your armor class.
So what is a buckler's shield armor check penalty? If it's 0, then there's no blood, no foul, right?
It's not going to be 0. It might be 0. I doubt it's 0.
Probably.
So, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, there isn't really anything here that I want to like cash it in for Lunar.
Are you searching this room?
Hmm?
That was just off the bodies.
Can we also check the room the rat folk came out of?
Do you want to check this room? Or are you opening the doors to check there's nobody there?
Yeah, because I assume that this room here is empty now that the rat folk ran out of it, but we should probably check that.
Okay, you open the door. A multitude of small boxes, discarded wrappers, and opened crates lie scattered throughout this room, along with several empty shelves.
What kind of wrappers? Candy wrappers?
Wrappers from things.
Damn it.
Condom wrappers.
Condom
they've been down-
wrappers?
Just like it's totally
They've been down here
room.
several weeks, so they've probably looted
Get
most
lonely?
of the loot stuff. Yeah, I'm betting we're gonna not find much not on them since they've been down there a few weeks.
You want to search these rooms.
All right, let's go to the other rooms.
You're not searching these rooms?
Do you want to move through to here where the tables are?
Oh,
Yes.
Hal, did you say those bucklers were masterwork?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. So that reduces their armor check penalty by 1. So that means it's 0. So I can use that with extra +1 to my AC.
Nice.
I'm
I'm
taking
going to throw
ones.
it out again. Are you searching these rooms?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Now I can tell you what you find.
Yay!
Shit. Like you're like the worst adventurers ever.
What?
Hey!
We're trusting in you that we are not rookies.
But you are. Okay. So in the northern room with the boxes,
Mm-hmm.
this room appears to have been scoured of many items of interest. There is one locker in the northeast corner of the room that appears to still be locked. It is battered, like someone's been trying to beat it open in order to get into it.
This is probably your
Yep.
area, Bill.
Yeah, so so someone's been bashing it. I want to see if there's any kind of scorch marks, like a trap was set off. I'm going to look for traps.
It looks like it's literally like a locker, like you'd put your shit in.
Gym locker.
It looks like you've literally been picking it up and smashing it against the ground in order to try and break it open.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try to do a disable device then.
Sure. A 30.
Yeah.
You play with this for a little while and you just get it open.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's open.
I see all the fat loots. All right, so I mean, I'm being
Fat.
straight up with the group. Let's open it up and see what it is. I'm going to, hold it up, and then does all of a sudden, like Tatia's detect magic, all of a sudden, go off, or
There's no magic. All technology.
I hold it up to her, like, does this look all right?
My stick isn't glowing. We're good.
Wait, I didn't think you had a stick. Wait, what?
I'll wiggle my tech finger at it.
Wait
Okay.
a minute. I got this.
I am the doctor.
I have that one somewhere.
You ready, Craig?
Yep.
You find inside the chest a time-worn auto-grapnel.
Ooh.
What is that?
Time-worn auto-grapnel.
Is that a grappling hook? That totally is my wheelhouse. I would love that. Is that like a
No, it's not a
Batman
grappling
shit right there?
It's not a grappling hook, it's a grappling gun.
Well, dude, that's like Kiernan all over it, right?
No.
I want to.
There is a time-worn panic suit.
Ooh.
don't even think I have.
Did you just say there's a panic suit?
It's one of those like armor things that inflates around you immediately when something happens, I think.
Oh, awesome! It's like a
Are we
built-in
being for
airbag.
real?
Yeah,
Is
there's
this a for
panic
real
suit.
thing?
Yep.
No.
Let me.
Guys,
This is the auto.
is this real? Because I'm going to look it up on the internet.
Yep.
That's
Nice.
an auto
So auto grapnel's up.
No,
here.
I was
Advantage
talking
part.
about the inflatable
One
panic
thing
suit.
at a time. One thing at a time.
Ooh, $4,000. Wow.
I have neglected to add the panic suit. I will add it, I'm afraid. Terribly sorry.
That auto grapnel's $4,000. You need the firearms proficiency.
Yeah,
for
that's
it.
probably good for selling, I think.
There isn't a panic suit.
Tell Leah to get on this game, man. We need the sizzle gums. Have you
Guys-
guys?
Yeah, right.
Have you guys heard of sizzle gums?
Once I make Technomaster, I get. Once I make Technomaster, I get Technomancer. I get firearms proficiency.
Well, depends.
Hey, let's do the Skull and Shackles where she's playing sizzle little bombs.
Is that like a cousin or something?
Yeah, long distance alchemist cousin who throws bombs at shit.
Because why not?
Yes. She's a winged marauder, which is a specific goblin archetype for the alchemist. That means she has a pet bat that allows her to strap herself to her bat and throw bombs at stuff from above.
Nice.
That's so freaking cute.
So that's a green goblin version of Batwoman. That's amazing.
Hilarious. So the panic suit. When not being worn, a panic suit is a fist-sized plastic sphere. When activated, it envelops the creature holding it in a full-body protective suit. While activated, it provides immunity to low radiation and resistance 5 against all forms of energy except sonic damage. Its air filters grant a +4 bonus to saving throws against inhaled poisons and diseases.
They should just call it Beta Man.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It is a single-use item. When its charges run out or its wearer deactivates it, it falls apart into useless fragments.
Oh, that's less.
Bye, Beta Man.
Still not bad. It sounds like that's a useful group item to hold on to.
Yeah. Well, both of these are time worn, so you got the chance of them failing, and they sell for half price.
Right. I say hold on to those.
Additionally,
The grapnel we can potentially sell, or I think that's probably good for you though, Alexander, because it adds a whole bunch of strength if you need to disable somebody and tie them up.
God, I must have totally missed this room. There's also a time-worn energy beacon.
Ooh, tell me more. Is it like the Genesis device that Khan's activated?
Energy bacon.
Khan!
Oh, excuse me, emergency beacon.
Do you need me to make any knowledge engineering checks to know what these do or anything?
Hey, did you get that emergency beacon?
Yeah.
It's emergency, not energy.
Emergency.
Emergency beacon. So the emergency. No, you don't. I mean, these are. Oh, you've got a ridiculous-looking technology skill at this point.
Yeah.
An emergency beacon is a small pod-shaped device that emits a bright red flash from a dome on the top of it every 6 seconds when activated. The beacon also transmits its location. Any device capable of receiving signals of any sort can pick up a beacon's signal, which can be tracked back to its source with a successful knowledge engineering or survival check. A beacon's transmissions have a range of 100 miles over flat terrain, but its range is halved in forests or hills and quartered in mountainous terrain or through water.
So I lost something here. The beacon you can detect for a huge range, but if it's attached to something, what's the thing that detects the beacon? I'm lost on that.
Anything that can detect a signal.
Yeah,
so I think we should probably attach this to that artifact power thing that we have, right? In case someone steals it.
No, I think we should sell it because we just don't want anybody finding us. I mean, it's an emergency beacon. You turn it on when you want people to find you.
Oh, I thought it was
Yep.
I thought it would be something we could attach to that artifact, turn it on, and if
No,
someone
it's
steals
not,
it.
it's not like LoJack. It doesn't work
Don't-
like
Yeah,
that.
no. Everybody that can see it.
Okay.
My idea is that we should strap it
Additionally-
onto the back of somebody we really hate and then kill him or find one of the dead guys and like send him way
Or-
off in the other direction from where we are.
This is something Sandville might pay for to.
It's possible Samuel will buy the ship.
Yeah.
Additionally,
Ooh.
you also find 2 batteries and 24 silver discs.
Wow, nice.
Loot.
So I'll
All
add
right.
I'm going to add the batteries to my list, but the silver discs are like the group money that we split up.
You're taking the batteries.
Why do you get all the
You're thinking
batteries?
I don't get all the batteries. I just don't have too many of them, but I need them to power the e-picks that I have, right?
Hmm.
Do you use batteries?
I'm cool without batteries,
Yeah,
man. I tend to stay pretty unconnected.
We already established that you
Yeah,
were
e-picks.
rubbing.
E-picks do use batteries, right?
Yeah, e-picks use.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they use one charge,
But
but they use batteries for those charges. So
Yeah. And I've got the
no, they don't.
radiation
They
detector.
don't use a battery per charge.
It's like 10 charges out of yeah.
yeah, 10 charges per
I don't know how
battery.
many charges an e-pick has?
Yeah, it holds 10 charges. A battery holds 10 charges. The e-pick will use 1 charge per use.
Right.
So once it's
So your e-pick is fully charged, so it takes 10 uses to depower the e-pick,
Right.
which would then allow you to put in a battery and recharge
That's right.
it.
And I just want to have
Okay.
batteries on hand. So I
Fair.
have, I
Just
have a
check.
total of 6 now for the stuff I have. So
Are you checking the little room that the rat people came out of?
yes.
yeah.
All right. Let's see if there's anything.
I heard there were candy
there.
wrappers. I'm gonna go see if there's
There
any
is
candy.
something there. Do you all know
Well-
what screaming bolts do, by the way?
Yeah, they
So I do, but let me go back to that page.
I also want to clarify that we
I love how
searched.
you're Googling
I also
this.
want to clarify that
Oh,
we
of
actually
course
searched.
I am. I look up everything on D20 PFSRD. I
Yeah.
am looking. It's
Should ever.
it says this +2 bolt screams when fired, forcing all enemies of the shooter within 20 feet of the path of the bolt to make a successful DC 14 will save or become shaken for 1 round. This is a mind-affecting fear effect.
Not bad.
fear.
The requirements is that you have to have craft magic arms and armor spells doom cost 137 gold pieces.
And across.
Yeah, so Alexander can't make them yet, but you've got some. So are you checking the next room where those other extra guys came from? The one with the 2
But
tables.
1 second
Yes.
though, did all those surges of all
Uh-huh.
that stuff that we grabbed was out of all these boxes as well?
Yeah, you searched the box. The boxes are all like torn open. The only thing
okay.
remaining
Okay.
is
How
that
about
sealed thing that they were having trouble
anything
with.
in these desks? Because there's one special desk and like 3
I think
long work
It
tables.
sounds like everything that can be searched in this been hot. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll
They've been here
It's
for
a lot
several weeks, so
ransacked. This whole place has been ransacked.
okay,
All right.
cool.
So we go into the next room. Does it look like there's anything left for
Okay, you go into the one with the 2 tables.
Yep.
Cushioned chairs and metal tables are situated throughout this small room. To the north are several doors, while a few broken machines lie against the walls. Broken panels cover the ceiling, and mounds of what look like shattered glass have been pushed under the tables.
I guess
Tatia,
Big
did you
quick
move into
search.
the room first? Because you're the one that sounded like you were moving in.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Meat shield coming through.
Move your person. I'm not sure which. Oh, it was that room they came
I think
out.
we're going to hear it for the tables now. We're
Hold
gonna
on.
check the-
I thought
Yeah,
the
which-
rat guy.
Yeah, where did they come out of? I'm not even sure. They came out of here. I think she's.
The rat guys came out of there, and the 2 extra orcs came out of here.
So I
Oh.
thought
Yes,
we were going
plus
into the
it is
room where the rats came from.
This is the room. So the rats came from the southwest room, but some additional rats and some orcs came out of the southeast room.
Gotcha. Okay, well, fuck it. I'm going that way then.
Okay.
Fuck it.
I mean, I was going to search here. We don't want to leave it. So.
I agree. I don't, but apparently I'm going to go after these other guys because everybody told me I don't know what to talk about.
You've already searched that room.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go there.
Okay. So the 4 rooms that are off, the 3 to the right appear to be bunk rooms. They contain a pair of bunked beds. The room on the left appears to contain a lot of white porcelain things that may contain water if you turn on the taps.
So there's like taps above each of them.
A bathroom.
Bathroom.
Basically a bath and toilet room.
Oh,
Are there any exotic shampoos or unguents?
Sorry.
Unguents. So you search this room and you find in the main area there's some kind of broken machine against the southeast wall.
Ooh.
It has like a glass front and a small hatch at the bottom. It seems to be kind of vaguely hanging ajar.
Searching the hatch. It must be some sort of dispense.
You open it up and you find 32 goo tubes.
Ooh, that's a food dispenser. Nice.
so we're in a bathroom and we found how many goo?
You're
32.
not in the bathroom. Yeah, you're in the area with the tables.
We're not in the bathroom.
This is a mess hall. The mess hall has
Yeah.
goo tubes for food dispenser.
It looks like bathroom and like
Alright,
2
divvy 'em
or
up,
3 sleeping
boys.
rooms up there.
This area is the bathroom. These
30
areas here are like bedrooms. This is like a break room.
How did we get so
All
many goo tubes? I have a ton of goo tubes. Okay.
So we found them in the break room on the previous level.
Yeah, there's a lot
Right.
of goo tubes. In
So
this thing.
how many? 32 is divvied up amongst us by how many people
These-
here?
these-
5?
These are all
8,
Cheeto flavors.
4.
So it's 8 each.
8. So 8 more. Cool.
All right, I'm going to say now that if you continue, it could take a very long time from here.
Oh, you want to cut it then?
I'm thinking this
I mean,
might
it
be
is
a
like
good,
midnight your time.
It's the same day right now.
If you continue,
Tune in next time,
For
listeners.
another 5 minutes.
Tune in next time,
Then
listeners.
you're gonna
Same
stop-
bat
you're
time,
gonna stop to
same
get
bat
into
channel.
rooms. Yes, now would be the time I think to stop and wrap next time, and that way you'll finish the book on one big adventure rather than having one massive one where we're all tired for the final fight.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Thank you, GM, sir.
Which means
You're
there's
welcome, ma'am.
Which means there's another
Are we
fight
good? Should
coming.
we stop the strip? Thank you all. If you're watching, visit the website, chat to us on the Discord, which is actually gaining some momentum. Thank you very much. Look at us on Patreon, find us on Twitter, find us on the Facebook, find us on literally every goddamn place that exists.
We love you.
We've
Bye.
been here so long, we've literally joined
Bye.
everything. And good night, and thank you so much.